May 11. It's gonna be across the road, right? Lambo Ballroom. It's a good venue. Because Kim's selling.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry about the delay. Get this 2-5. Oh, get this changed. Get this 2-5 Nolan Holdings here at TCHLive Houston started.
You're gonna put on a masterclass?
Welcome, I'm DK in the booth. Glad y'all are joining me this evening. We have some new stuff for y'all. We have new player mics, so y'all can hear and talk crap to each other. It's a lot easier.
No, he's on the court.
We got a great lineup for y'all tonight. C1 we have Salmon. C2 we have Mo. C3 we have Noah. C4
You know, he's
maybe
in the
you-
process of brainstorming.
C5
what
Tish.
we're writing.
You can check me there.
Duppy. C7 HB. C8
So very
check the
beginning
calendar.
stages, you know.
for Duke. C9 Matt.
May 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's a dog. Great lineup for y'all. Can't wait to get this started. It's gonna be an action-packed game for y'all.
He wants to write it, but he said he honestly doesn't know what he writes. So, but
Okay.
it's an idea.
I believe the first hand is
The
being
idea
filled now.
phase.
Let's go.
Hope y'all are having a great evening. Thank y'all for joining me.
400. That's a big wedding because I have a big family.
Another great game
I
for
have-
you.
Must be your side.
No, both sides is Sam. 30.
Noah sporting this fantastic new haircut. I know most of y'all are used to seeing Noah with this nice, beautiful long locks of hair, but he's
Eight brothers and sisters.
just decided to get rid of them. But this
He's
is
talking
the
about
new
like
Noah.
just the people and not even the nephew,
I'm
the cousins.
gonna have to point it out.
And her family is the same thing.
5, 6 fold, 7 raises 30, 8, 9, 1 fold,
I'm already picking on me.
30, and
Looks like
This is the second time for
Looks like we
2025
gotta
already. I'm
read
counting.
early on.
He needs to show you who's Bob.
These players are already keeping track of who's won what hands versus them.
What? No, I'm gonna wait for me to W up again.
Mo,
And no, I should be
one upping HB, getting the first win on the year.
For 2025 day. Just this year or?
I've been wanting to do it for like a year, and I finally just got sick of it enough.
That's a
to,
win. I mean,
decided to do it.
sometimes it's hard to win pots from people. You gotta start keeping track if you're gonna keep score.
COVID 2019.
You can say like 3-0, 4-0, 20-0.
It was longer than this. The last time I had a buzz cut, I was 18, but I always had short hair.
Yeah.
And then grew it
What's
out.
everybody
and
doing
y'all
tonight
know me
out
since
there
I
in
grew it
chat
out.
land?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mo with the same hand again. Always a welcome sight in these bigger games to look down at ace queen off. As long as you don't get too much resistance.
Before I thought you looked like a gargoyle.
Just defending with the
hair.
5-3
Because,
suited.
you know,
And now
I don't know,
I
your
popped
like facial
Bo.
features kind of align a
And now
little
it
bit.
goes-
and,
And
like,
I imagine
I
he's
don't know.
gonna
Just a
continue.
normal guy, yeah.
Oh, he's turning this
Right,
into
you
a
agree, right?
bluff. I like this.
No, remember this.
I'm gonna try and fold that.
Dinosaur.
The ace queens,
remember that
king
at
queens,
all.
king
That
jacks,
was
not let them
right.
realize that
I didn't.
Mo could
I don't
peel
think
here.
that much
No,
more.
just-
I'm sorry.
Oh, your first win. Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I like to play like this. Not letting Mo realize his equity, or even turn over cards to continue bluffing it.
Touchdown.
Knowing the most
Penalty.
having way too much.
No, yeah, that actually was PI.
Big winners, $62 so far.
That was a
Big
we called
swings,
the wrong
you know.
call in the last one, so we got to do it.
I mean, yeah, you can't give two 50-50s.
Yeah.
If it is.
Right.
No, it wasn't catching the watch.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why you need a queen
I
yours.
mean,
He doesn't get his
yeah,
head
that was-
around. That's
yeah,
that's a PI.
No, that was a flop.
That was more of a PI than the last one.
I think that was a flop.
It was kind of catching.
Whatever.
You can make an
I have
argument.
no
They're both
clue what players
50-50s,
talking
don't get
about.
I like this.
Oh, I think they're talking about the football game they're watching. I think they're watching one of the bowl games.
But my bets are not looking
pass
good. I
it.
mean, under is a lie,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, under 30 live.
But the thing is, Georgia,
I'm not a football fan myself, so
field goal touchdown.
it's all a bunch of jargon to me.
What you want, you should just cheer for at this point Notre Dame to have like an 8-minute drive. That ends at like a field goal.
Talking about how Matt can win his sports bet.
8-minute interception at the
They
goal.
can't
yeah,
sustain
well,
it. They can't sustain it, man. They can't run the ball.
I would love that, but yeah.
Well, when they hold it again.
They can't run the ball. You can't. That's actually a better run than I thought. But you can't have an 8-minute drive if you can't run the ball.
Doc,
Grass.
lovely 8-7 suited, gonna open it up.
Saquon Barkley.
Always a welcome sight
Against
in any of these games,
If
especially
Saquon
these
Barkley
bigger
was on
games.
Notre Dame
Shooting
team,
connections look great.
They win.
They win.
Oh,
They
just
win it all.
released
They win
ace
it all.
off. Doesn't want to 3-bet it. Tish gonna 3-bet
They would
this.
actually just stop the game.
Sure.
Like,
What about-
We're gonna go to war.
Yes. You see Derrick Henry in college, and now he's.
What about Bo? If Bo Nix was the
No,
quarterback, would he win?
holding this right now. A little too good of a hand to
What
fold.
about like
Plenty deep.
Bryce Young? If he was on this,
Oh, out flops
would he
Tish.
win every game?
Top pair. And a gut
If
shot.
Notre Dame had moderate quarterback play, which is basic, like
See
they're
how
getting like
Doc wants to play this.
slightly below. I would say they're getting slightly below.
Gonna bet a little bit.
quarterback play
Build the
this
pot.
year.
Tish probably gonna reduce this immediately.
He's
Yeah,
back down a
no.
little bit, but
Cross
he's not
for
playing a
cheers.
lot of really good teams. And he definitely can't.
What about Kenny Pickett? Thank you.
Good little pickup by Doc.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first round pick for a reason, you know, like.
These players will also probably be playing the knit game tonight. For those of y'all that do not know the knit game, each player is giving a little placard,
I don't even know.
and whenever you win a hand, you release your placard. You give it back to the dealer. The last person
Starting quarterback
remaining
has
with
got to be
black
like,
Sean.
yeah,
Stays
maybe
the
like
knit
Deshaun,
next.
but he's still covered.
That will be put into a splash
Even
pot
his
the very
run,
next hand.
anything.
Typically, they do $200
Oh,
for the knit deck.
It's good for me. It's good for the
It creates a little
I'm
action.
kind
No
of-
one wants
Georgia
to
winning.
lose the mini game.
Oh, wow.
There
So
are
is
some
it a
variations.
shadow?
I mean, they probably
I don't
just
think
It's a shadow. It's a
do
shadow.
any of
I
the
need to
variations.
straddle. Yeah, it counts as straddle.
Oh, and they have the re-straddles on too. Now we're getting spicy too. Where are we on? $20, 2, 5, 10, 20 right now.
But he is short.
Alman opening up the ace-4 suited.
No,
I wouldn't.
it's too risky. It's too risky.
Hey,
Doc defending 10-9 off.
It's too risky
Matt,
because
just
if
to
you
let
putt,
go.
you still win like 95% of the time. But if you don't get it, your odds go way down.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
I
good
know,
flop
It's
for
a
the
good,
ace-4
it's a
suited.
good yard.
I don't think he's going to get
I
any
guess
action.
you just run
And it's
away
okay.
and have your
Kind of
defense
feels
roll
okay
and
to take it down here, but you kind of want a little bit of action.
You're gonna-
Because I mean, it's so hard to flop a pair and flush draw. At least pair plus nut flush draw.
This offense is nuts.
What's the Georgia's coach's name?
Kirby Smart,
He's good.
really good.
These numbers, absolutely
Been a defensive
nothing.
coordinator forever,
We're only
waiting
6
for
hands
this
in.
Georgia job. He's won
These
what,
numbers will get
national
very big
championship
for the
stuff
winners and very,
already? I mean,
hopefully not too big for the
he is
losers.
the Nick Saban accolade.
Someone's got to throw the party in these games, unfortunately. I don't know why, but Dylan's got the most supporters in the chat. We got to change that. Oh. Any of y'all out there supporters of any of the other players?
I've
the
never
Gup.
seen a review of first down like that.
The Guppy has all the supporters in it.
I haven't seen it in a while though. I can't remember the last time I saw the review of first down. They definitely have.
You would run like, you have like some great big.
Matt defending the 10-3 suited.
Yeah.
HP's probably going to bet and take this. 10-9 not worth it
Here's the
for you.
problem.
I guess Matt
You've
can
seen
get creative with
fucking
this.
push to save your life, so that's why you punt the ball.
Float.
But if I had a little bit more
Looks
faith
like
in
he's
my
going to.
offensive line today, I might.
He's going to have to bet some turns. If HB checks this to him, this is a turn you have to bet. Obviously, you prefer it to be a hard, but I really don't like this check. HB River's the best hand. Probably going to check for pot control. I guess he's going to go for a little bit of value. Oh, it's a very small bet. Yeah, he's going to go for a little bit of value. Matt just
This
gonna
card
raise
is like
it
real.
high.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit! They get to sub. They get to
Seems
sub.
chat agrees. Only supporters of the Guppy here. Only supporters of the Guppy
King of
here.
clubs.
Does,
No one else.
does the ref have to wait to the defense?
Yes, you have to.
They're not gonna actually snap it.
Got him! Oh my god, they got it! Throw the flag!
They didn't call it.
How do they not? No, they got him. They got him. Oh my god, they got him.
Wow.
That's so sick.
He's saying an eagle formation or some shit. Kirby Smart saying, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, he's saying
It's
there's
just
some
11 subs. It's
movement
an
on
11-man sub. The guys didn't move.
Hard for me to get excited about
No, look, they're
football games when I either have not bet on them and also because I don't follow football.
Offside on the defense.
I guess that's a reason to bet on sports games.
That's beautiful.
That was great.
That was great.
That was good execution, huh?
Oh,
Perfect execution.
I think Justin is the GOAT. Okay, we have a couple supporters for Justin.
Is it gonna be Dr. Nit today?
I don't
New year, new name.
Got him. Snap the ball now? Yep, got him. It's just
Well,
a call.
ATM
It's just the
his
center.
baby
They don't
delivered
even have
today.
to. The center is just the one that's gonna snap the ball. They don't even have to call.
Are we having trouble
At
with
least
the
the
mic?
guy, the
Y'all-
DB actually played and kept the play. Like he kept playing.
Whose
Yeah,
mic
it
are
would've
y'all
been a
having
touchdown,
trouble
yeah.
with?
Like a lot.
I can
The
help
other DB on the other
clear it
side
up.
stopped playing. He just like like this.
Dish opening queen 9 suited.
No, no.
Just
not even close.
Mike.
Sam just
Not even close, dude. They can't run the ball.
All right, let me see if I can get some help for that.
it's looking decent.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But Texas was up 16 to 5.
Raising
ago.
take it
Yeah,
to
it
the
might not hit, but
Did you know that?
yeah.
Always feels good.
5.5
I
minutes.
don't know, if I raise the queen 9 suited, I really don't want to see a flop. I'll
Yeah,
see
it's
a
pretty.
flop.
You're in good shape.
Yeah,
Notre Dame cannot
they're
move the
killing the
ball.
ball.
I also told you I was way more confident under than I was
He chose this name.
result.
He
I'm
chose
not a good
Guppy.
sports bettor, dude. Yeah, it's bluffs. It's really hard.
Lots of solid players in this lineup. I don't know anything about Justin, but
He's very hard.
we can't turn everybody's
Can I
mics
get a Coke
off.
Zero?
Actually,
Thanks.
we'll probably turn everybody's off or leave everybody's on, but we're not going to turn one player
He hosted way
Oh,
too.
the stream's on.
unless apparently it's Guppy, because that's the only person you own here.
She realized
Click that.
She asked. She asked like 3 times.
Oh, we do have a bunch of Justice
She knows in the
supporters.
last time she asked, somebody's gonna say yes.
Good. It's good. Currently, it seems,
37, you
unless you're
throw the ball?
wrong,
You want to bet 5
the
bucks? I'll throw a pass.
supporters are outweighing the Gup supporters.
Yeah, me too. It's an empty backfield. I'm not going to bet around.
Oh wait.
You got it.
Oh
This
my
game.
god.
Thank
Oh my
y'all,
god.
everyone who's
That's
joining
game
me
over.
tonight for this
Now
2-5
it's
stream
game.
from Texas Courthouse.
Okay,
Washington.
what are you gonna get? What are the odds? I'll
2-5 Nolan.
You were the most reactionary.
I'll take notes as
You were
well,
the most
too.
reactionary
Excellent
sports
game.
watch time
I'll give you 10. I'll take you 10 to 1.
I don't want to bet.
10 to 1.
Bro, 10 to 1 is bad. I mean, Bovada probably has it at like plus
California did
5,000 or something.
5,000. Okay, you give me 50
Probably.
to 1.
No, I mean they're not
50
gonna
to
win.
He's saying it's probably plus 5,000.
Wait, so you're saying I could bet 100 with you, and if Georgia wins, you owe me 5,000?
Matt with the suited
No,
5-4.
I want that though.
Gonna get 3-bet
You
here,
want that, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
going up.
How about
Price
I'll
of
give
poker
you
going up.
1,000
Small blind versus button.
It's not, I guess not
Suited
plus
slam
5,000.
Too late.
Plus
It's too
2,000,
late.
3,000.
Now everything's
Such a
changed.
pretty hand.
It's too bad betting my back. You're gonna get it right this time. Can't wait one more play. He changes every time. That's a lot better. That's how sports betting works. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Too like betting.
I really wanted to, Sam.
I would hold
That
him.
was
He's
big.
gonna ski.
What do you
Oh,
have to fold?
let's go.
5 suited.
5-3 suited.
We are fixing the stream. It will say
The most
2-5.
reactionary sports watch I've ever seen.
delay
That's
is-
a
I
lot.
know, I always say that's a lock and then I lose.
Christ. It's exhausting.
It's
to be
exhausting.
Watching with
Why? Why?
Because you always change. You're like, lock, baby. I wish I
Pretty
bet
good joke,
more.
Sam. That's a good joke. I'll give it to you, Dylan. That one. That's a good joke.
Noah's got it.
Sports bettors.
Noah's got your number, dude.
I mean, it's
All right,
not,
so do you
it's
want
not
to
hard,
side?
man.
I don't know. Ish folding the
Come on,
Ed
Matt.
You could
16.
entertain the offers though.
Well,
I guess there's no
I
name
want
game.
crazy odds.
Doc, you can't fold.
I would
oh,
bet
no.
on Georgia,
Doc,
but I
so
think
we
the
can
odds
set-
of them
What do you
winning
think the odds are?
1%.
And it's gonna go up.
God, 1%.
Bro, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Obviously, they're gonna lose, right?
I like the 10-7 suited. It might be my
It's
favorite
like
hand.
basically when the Patriots were up
Crackers a
20
little
to 3.
off. Oh,
I think the
no,
odds are
wakes
like
up
that.
Queens. It's gonna be a very big pot. I wouldn't be surprised if all the chips get in
When
the
the
middle.
Patriots were down 28 to 3.
Matt playing
and
it
they-
a little slow. It looks like Noah 3-bet to 400 and gets called by Matt. Not a bad flop for 2 queens. Noah's gonna continue here. Matt could definitely peel with ace high. You can easily turn the best hand. An ace, top pair, top kicker. A king, top pair, top kicker. It depends on what sizing Noah chooses. Probably gonna go a little smaller. Maybe not super small. A quarter pot, 210. Matt gonna peel for sure for this price. Noah's still loving his hand here. First to call. And Matt just turns top pair, top kicker. Noah gonna check. Matt may check back for pot control, but I think he's gonna start building the pot. Noah's got a lot of hands that he can build the pot with. Clean run out though. Does check back. If Noah checks, Matt's gonna go for value here for sure. Hope he doesn't get. Oh, he just checks back. That's a little tight.
Too good, no? Check jam.
Doesn't want to get check jammed on by 2 points. No is blocking the
You
straight.
are, man. You are.
That is a little snug of a check back, Matt. A little snug. I would have liked to see a small value bet, maybe even quarter pot. You're kind of uncapped there. You don't have. You could have aces. You could have kings. You could have tens. You could have king jack. You could have ace jack. I think ace jack bets the turn though. I don't know. If he's checking back ace king, he might check back ace jack sometime.
I know.
Noah's definitely capable of jamming though.
It's 1%.
Your under though is looking very.
Yeah, that's a lock.
So how much do I
Guppy
have?
just holding the ace jack offsuit under the gun.
It's no point if it's like 1%. I'm not gonna give it.
Doc now raising ace 10 off.
Oh, for sure.
Best hand's folded already.
You want to play the door?
This is gonna get through.
I'm not good. You're supposed to bet every old bet.
I'll put it that hand.
If I were better, if it was king, I would go jack.
We are fixing the overlay. It will be 2-5 no limit hold'em. It will say it here in about 10 minutes.
I used to think it was
We are on a 15-minute delay, so
That's
once
about 1%.
So that's what I need, basically. Oh, now everything's changed.
once it's fixed, y'all see it
Yeah, now it's
because we are on
knowing what the other guy has.
a 15-minute delay.
Unless it's Matt and he tries to expose his hand to you when you're sitting in the 1 seat.
Matt gonna open it up to I think it was 50. The tracker may be a little wrong. No, with another premium versus Matt. Tish is gonna get 3-bet. Tish just mucking the 9s out of the big blinds. A little snug. Depends on how light you think Noah's 3-betting. Matt gonna defend the A7 suited. Dylan, a 15-minute delay is pretty standard nowadays.
80.
At least it's not 30. Some places, especially for the big tournaments, do longer delays, 30 minutes to an hour, just to help prevent cheating. I know all of these players except for Justin personally. I know none of them would do that, but it is standard practice. We got a lead here from Matt and a call from Noah. I don't know what Matt's really representing. Oh, and just drills it. Noah not doing well versus Matt now. If Matt were to ever bluff, this is a very good card for him to bluff it. So I imagine he's going to bet here, and I imagine it's going to be very large. Noah is heavily leaned towards one pair and flush draws. Oh, bet small. I wonder how Noah's going to respond to this. It's such an unusual card for there to be facing a small bet. Typically, when these rating cards that favor the other player come out, Matt's a great player, and he would pick a different sizing. But Noah's curious as well. He's going to peel. As we can see, he's drawn to a 7. That's a great card for Matt. Noah doesn't have a whole lot of full houses on this board. He's just got, he could have 8s, he could have 6s, he could have 4s. But most of his hands are spade draws and overpairs, and you just want to go for value versus those pairs. Question is, what size? Close to half pot. Noah with the decision. This is a really weird hand. Oh no, a little bigger than half pot. Still doesn't really affect his decision all that much. Noah's got a weird one. He has a spade. You want Matt to be able to have the jack of spades. The question is, what hands is Matt choosing the sizing with on the turn? And then betting the sizing on the river with. I don't think Matt has 7-5 suited that often. He could. I do think he has 7-9 suited more than he has 7-5 suited. But I don't think 7-5 suited would lead the flop. I think 7-5 suited, all of Matt's flop straights would just check raise. Because Noah's going to stab pretty frequently. Phony Turgerson, glad to see you in the chat. How you doing this evening? Thanks for doing my job for me. If y'all like what y'all are hearing, or like what y'all are seeing, just hit the like button. TCH brings y'all a fine assortment of streams throughout the week from different properties. Tonight's stream just so happens to be the 2-5 game at TCH Houston. I know it says 1-2. Like I said, we'll get that fixed soon. Noah, curious.
straight? Yeah.
Looks Matt up. Makes the call. It's just such a weird line taken by Matt. Lead flop, bet small turn, bet value size on the river. I don't hate that Noah looked him up.
Don't say that.
It's just such a weirdly played hand by Matt. Just not playing in flow.
Y'all are too good.
Doesn't happen very often.
HB approved.
Man, what a miserable spot for an overplay.
What else can I bet today, guys?
Dude, at least you
Matt,
won your
A
under.
little frisky,
No, it's a lock.
wanting to bet stuff.
Okay.
No, trying to make something happen. Justin Collins, my favorite hand.
I'm
10-7
just saying,
suited.
it's like,
All right, you give me a
HV
bet.
definitely going to defend the 8-6 suited.
Like a snap take, and then I'll
No one
20.
other than Noah flops anything.
Yeah, I would snap take. $5.
Sure.
All right, so I owe you.
Checks through.
If I lose.
Noah's still with Wade, the best hand, going to bet here.
Oh wait, no, I went the other way around. Sorry.
Get a bunch of
No,
folds.
that's what you mean. So I give you 20
Yeah.
if I lose.
God, Noah looks so weird with this haircut. I've been playing with Noah for years, and I've
Like
never
when
seen
you
him
play
have this
over-
haircut.
Over hits, you give me 20.
Never. He says
That's what
it's
you're saying.
No, I don't want that.
his
I'm
his
confused.
favorite hairstyle.
I'm confused. Too much.
I've just never seen him with it. He
I
just
don't
always
like
used to
that.
the long
I
hair.
ask you to take a line.
And no matter how many times I've seen it so far, it's still
I'm actually very proud of myself. because
Very
I
shocking
told-
to
I
me.
was very high on this under in this game. I was very high on
Yeah,
it.
you were. You were.
Very high on it.
Yeah. You were high if it was 50.
Yes, I told you I would put.
That's why.
I told you I would bet it all if it was 50.
What is all?
I don't know. How much do I have left?
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever your stack is.
Whatever my card's worth.
got a bunch of trash going around. Noah's been picking up some hands. I believe the $20 straddle's on this hand. It is. The doc with ace jack offsuit gonna continue. He could have come in for a 3-bet. Call, definitely not fold. 2 overs and a gutter to Noah's 7s. I imagine this is gonna go check check. Noah might bet this for range bet it. The doc with 2 overs and a gut shot to Noah's pair. Can't really fold yet. Queen's gonna slow down the action. Doc picks up extra outs. Let's see if the doc wants to bluff at this.
Oh.
Does not, just content with his ace high. No one's with 7s. That's a pretty big pickup for 7s there. Couldn't withstand the bet if the doc had placed a bet on the river. Wouldn't have minded that either, blocking the straight draws. I imagine Jack 10 would stab sometime, so I think Noah is going to have other ace highs and pairs. So he could have bluffed at that, and I would have been happy with that.
Try to sign up for a league. Never done that.
Andrew switched from Saturday to Sunday.
Just today. Or
What?
Matt's the straddle, spoiler alert, he has 5-3 suited.
I kicked you out.
Was that out loud?
I kicked all the bad players out.
Getting all the bad hands out. Justin with a great hand to look at in the hijack when it folds to you. Gonna bump it up. 35. Tish folds. The only other playable hand we've seen so far. Matt defends the 5-3 suited and outflops
Checkers.
Justin.
Matt might be rusty. Are you rusty in the mid game?
I imagine Justin's gonna check this back.
I played like 3 or 4 times.
Get him. Let's get him.
Oh, he does see bet.
This is how you get mad.
He goes crazy.
Keeping the mid game on.
The whole time.
Pick up some equity. Any queen, 10, jack, king, ace. He can rep an ace. Queen gives him extra. Matt just check raises immediately. Takes it down.
The showing part.
Well, 5-3's been check raised twice in the stream. Maybe that's just a new thing. If you flop a pair with 5-3, you check raise.
Show to get rid of your hand.
I'm late to that party.
The match that they did the game the way we played as a champion. We won that match.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
Matt now the winner so far. Everyone else
Remember?
in a little bit. Noah the recipient of that and getting beat up.
Hasn't started yet, right?
Matt making that straight and then winning the race with ace king after seeing all 5.
We're pretty invested right now.
Be like worship oil, gas, white.
After the Georgia, they're saying after the Georgia game.
After Georgia game. Oh, young guy. Yeah.
Mo just folding the 6-5 suited under the gun. I'm surprised.
Nice guy.
Normally,
Well, anyways.
one of the more technically sound players that the stream has seen. But, I mean, in these stream games, players are a little bit looser. We have a limped pot. I haven't seen that in a while on any of these streams. I don't know when the last time y'all seen that in these games. Definitely been a while.
Are they not a field goal range? Or they
Alvin picks that up. Easy pick up.
No, they were not field goal range. Particularly not for their game.
This game's over.
Got him. Wow. Huge play.
Great mini pack shot from Mo. Sporting that with all of his stuff in it.
Absolute clinic.
He's already given the guy, hey, good season, man.
What is Chat's poker bag of choice?
Right here.
Oh, can I get a glass?
I wear a,
Thank you.
I guess a sling, over the shoulder sling bag is the best way to describe it.
Mo's
Not a big fan of sling / crossbody.
Oh.
Y'all rock backpacks? Some of these players rock backpacks. Fanny packs, whatever. Uh-oh, we have a collision here. The Doc just calling with ace-king off.
Who's playing tomorrow?
If this flop comes ace-high, we're going to have a collision.
1, 2, 3.
No one hits anything.
Bam. Basically,
This is going to be who wants it most.
No, I would play, but
Oh wait, I thought you were playing.
no.
Oh.
Doc probably in pretty great shape with his ace-king high. Going to bet the turn. Thinks it's the best hand. If not, he can make the best hand.
Yeah, it's the same. It'll
A
probably
little bit of value.
Same.
Tish, quick look this up.
Yeah.
Is it bigger?
Doc shouldn't have ace-king offsuit very often.
Similar, yeah.
Or ace-king period.
I think it's
So he could look to, turn this into a semi-bluff. This is repping a little thin. This is really repping jacks and nines. I imagine, since it's a single raise pot, Tish would bet nines and could check jacks. But I think it's really just jacks.
Clinic, dude.
Does take it down. Ace-king high, not deemed good enough. Very, very surprised to see Doc not 3-bet the ace-king offsuit. In these stream games especially, ace-king becomes such a stronger hand. Maybe not even stream. The 2-5 game in general, these players are so aggressive.
Yeah, I'm just saying results-wise, he's won. You know, I think. I mean, there's too many streams where he wins like 25K.
And then they have to play Penn State. They're gonna beat up on Penn State.
Where is the semifinals?
It'll be
Like,
6.
Where do they play? Where do they play?
All right, these players need to stop folding 7-6 suited. This hurts me. Tish folding 10-8 suited. This hurts me too.
Semis, I'm not sure.
Obviously, it wasn't the best hand. We got two hands willing to go to war. Mo did not fold deuces to a single raise, nor should he ever. See if we got an action flop for us here. I don't.
Go really quick. We'll wait for you. We'll wait for you. No, we'll wait for him.
Top pair, Dookie kicker. Salmon check calls. Gonna check. Mo gonna check this one back. Not a great card for him to continue on. Salmon can float very liberally, and I believe this is just gonna go to showdown. Mo's gonna hope Salmon has something like 7-8. He could turn his hand into a bluff. Does not. Salmon was not folding the river. 7-8 really the only hand that Mo could have that would have checked back turn and bet river.
We are playing 2-5-10 now, right? So we're gonna give him a missed one.
Just post him.
Oh, the players have agreed. 2-5-10, straddle's always on. That's great news. Bigger game for y'all. But it does also mean that the 20 is going to be on more frequently too.
Yeah, it's off. Unless he just deal it.
Just deal it.
But it's off. Unless he shows up
If
late.
he shows up, it's on. If he doesn't, it's off.
Okay.
Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, by the time it's off, right? Basically now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's off, right? Off.
Well, if I'm not in the hand, I hope he doesn't show up. Good way to fold quickly. Good way to protect the rest of us.
Yep.
HV getting. I like it. HV getting in the mix here. Justin folding king deuce off. What a flop top and bottom. Middle pair best here though.
It's off. It's off.
Gonna go check check. Nope. Gup gonna bet. Everyone else folds.
Crazy.
Where did Mo's on? It's right here. It's right here. Oh, okay. Game on. Game on. Game on. Unless my hand's bad, then game on.
It's a splash spot.
Josie, my name is DT.
$200 to.
I've been on stream before. Normally I go by DT on stream. Sometimes I go by David. I think it's normally when they don't ask me. Most recently, y'all would have seen me as the Asian kid with the green hair. But I don't got no green hair no more. I haven't been on stream in a while.
This year has not set.
Enjoy giving y'all the breakdowns,
Years there are, but not this year.
the play-by-play here in the booth. It's a nice change of pace. I certainly don't mind getting in the mix with everyone. But commentating is just something different for me. It helps kind of mix things up for me instead of just playing all the time. You just get a different perspective. Sometimes I get to just sit back, relax, enjoy drinking, watch the fireworks. No, queens again. Gonna probably put in a 4-bet here. Josh, what's up? Good to see you in the chat. Hope everyone out there is having a great evening so far. Glad to see y'all here with me enjoying this 2-5, now 2-5-10 game with me. Everyone just folding. No finally wins with queens. I do like to get in the mix. I think it's been a couple months though since I've been on stream.
Yeah, it's like.
I don't like taking anyone's seat. If someone wants to play on stream, I'm not going to take their seat over them. I'm perfectly happy commentating. Nice change of pace. I mean, I play several days a week.
Who lost their nip button?
This is nice and relaxing.
Queens.
Oh wow, Noah. Wow.
These
Premium.
Good job.
Yeah. Didn't take much.
Rebel Poker doesn't like me in the booth. Just wants Wes only.
I think most can.
Unfortunately, Wes will not be joining us. He is no longer a commentator here at TCH.
Great game. Great game.
Can't really break that down much more, but Wes did a great job. Oh, we have a big hand brewing here. Queens versus queens versus tens.
They did.
This one, I don't think
Versus
Notre
eights?
really took it shit as much as Notre Dame played a really good game.
Notre Dame played an excellent.
Queens will not be flopping a set.
Based on the.
Let's see how Doc wants to play this.
You know,
If
ability
he
of their
just wants to
players.
call or put in the 4-bet. When you put in the 4-bet, you're really just trying to get stacks in
I
pre-flop.
feel really good after that performance. Penn State.
And hope you're flipping. Hope someone's getting out of line with jacks or tens. Matt with tens behind, if the Doc calls,
I think they're pretty good.
we'll probably take a flop too.
We'll see. I don't know.
I mean, they were.
That's right, Rebel. Y'all are stuck with me. I'm now the primary commentator here at TCH Houston.
Do not play well in big games.
Yeah, but
James
they-
Franklin is an overrated head coach by a lot. By a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all are
I think
stuck
what
with
he
me.
did at Vanderbilt
At least for
was
the
more
time being.
impressive than what he's done. What he did at Vanderbilt was very impressive.
The Doc putting in the 4-bet. Justin,
They were completely dead.
based on that sizing, really has only two options. Rip it or fold. I think fold's a little too tight. This is very strong though. It's a very early position open.
I'm pretty face up.
And small blind versus
I was like trying to give you so much
effective
credit.
under the gun because I think there's double straddle.
I'm not lying. I play honest poker.
I'm such a
Small
bitch.
blind, these
was
ranges are going to be
very,
very
very
narrow.
No,
Like
that's
Justin's supposed to have a strong hand, and the Doc's supposed to have a strong hand.
I was like, man, Matt could really be doing something.
Justin's
sick here.
really just hoping the Doc has either jacks or ace king. This is not a great
Bad call. Bad call, no.
spot to be in with jack.
No, I mean, it's okay for you.
I'm the master.
This dialogue is fine, right?
I'm the master.
I'm just a fish. Dude, I'm just a fish, man.
Doc,
Not the maniac. He might have nothing. He might have somehow.
Oh, no.
Justin makes a snug
wow.
fold and sees
Queen's
that he was folding a chop. But that's kind of best case scenario, to be honest.
I thought you could have it.
I actually think the Doc,
If it
just
was
based on
somehow I
standard
knew it was
ranges,
in my hand, I might have-
isn't going to have ace king very often there. I think it's going to be much stronger hands. I think it's really just queens, kings, and aces. Maybe ace king suited.
I mean, it has to be a defensive player.
Purple Poker, I asked them last time about that,
You have to give
We
it
still
to
have
the
not
guy
published
who
that.
had- who played the
They haven't given me an answer on when it's going to be out.
Whoever got 2 sets.
I will hopefully get that information to you as soon as I have it. Not hopefully. Once I have that information, you will know, Rebel.
I do not like it. Who likes ace queen?
No, you
Ace
do.
queen
Fireman
in the
Scott.
game against Matt is
How's it
really
going?
good.
Legend in the chat.
It's a very specific.
My name is DT. I am one of the average streaming players from early on in the stream, turned commentator. I still dabble it in the stream a little bit, but now my main job here for y'all is to be in the booth instead of providing entertainment on the felt. Yes, the Trailblazer will hit Houston in
Get some of that.
February 2025, but the schedule is still not been picked.
Woo! Woo!
HB getting a little out of line takes it down.
King high
Tiff
power
getting
set.
shown that he still had the worst.
How many
First
buttons
hand.
left? 1, 2. Then you got
Two.
1.
I'll come back to it and play a stream one day eventually.
There's 2 buttons
Ti-
left.
It'll probably be when
Trigger Bowl class.
another commentator can get picked up. Another mainstream commentator. We have a couple of guys that can get in the mix, but I'm really the only one left here right now. Thanks for the cheer. Glad to have you in here, Scott. I always wanted to meet you. I think I'll get that chance when you're here later on.
He's in his bag over there. Be careful, guys. He's got a little waggle to his wiggle today.
Fireman Scott, a Houston legend in the poker community.
That's fair. You know what the craziest thing going on this table I know is? I could face mask those glasses. That's the craziest thing.
Lucky I had the worst hand.
I could
Doc
face
opening
mask
up
those
King
glasses.
10 and runs into it. Oh, he just limps. Matt gonna ISO with
I
aces.
should have.
I picked how you wear them then.
Rebel, that's a mighty big win. Was it a 100K win in a cash
I
game?
get a 15-yard penalty. That's why I should have on.
Keep doing it.
We have gut shot, nut
I
shot
don't
first
have
top set.
When you go all in, I have
So Jack would be disastrous
that's the plan.
for Matt here. In a down bet, get called.
Well, I use the context.
Clean turn for him, still has the nuts. Doc drawing real thin. Matt's probably gonna size up on this turn.
I don't mind that.
We're gonna put that on stream.
No, it was rude of me.
Was-
I was trying to do
was
something funny, but it was rude. It was like using queens.
Shows that he had the goods.
I was gonna, you know, when
Yeah, I don't know Mo.
I was like,
I'm
I'm gonna.
You gotta know him well.
Oh yeah. Let's fucking go. I forgot.
Looking forward to the Trailblazer tournament.
Yeah, I might have. Yeah.
It's gonna be an exciting time.
I was just
Any
gonna
tournament
race it
series that comes here.
Then I saw aces.
TCH Houston is an exciting time.
But
But specifically the Trailblazer one,
I was like, I'm probably just gonna make it.
the guarantees are always great.
That's yours.
Rebel was a 100K tournament win. That's, I mean, cash or tournament doesn't really matter. 100K is
Top set
100K.
of flush draw?
I'm not in the position to say 100K
No flush draw, yeah.
is nothing.
Not flush.
I don't know about. I
Top
mean,
set,
I'm
not-
pretty
top
sure the
set,
guy who
not
won
flush.
100K, or the guys who win 100K in cash games, still
He's not a true DJ.
100K is
Not a
good.
true DJ.
I wish I had my shot.
Hopefully, I'll see a bunch of y'all here.
Jack.
Maybe even more. Hopefully, I get to commentate on y'all making a final table. That would be fantastic.
Thank you for the 200.
You don't
Yeah.
so wait. Do you have to verbally remind the other person to pay?
If you remind somebody to show, then you get.
I mean, if you
Players-
No, I guess I don't know. I guess
Talking
yeah,
about the
we'll
mid
play
game.
that later.
It's on stream if you
I
watch
The
it.
penalty, typically, well, it's something new we've come up with, is if in the knit game, if you remind someone who is not new to the game or new to the knit game to get rid of their knit button, you get another knit
What I
button.
do wrong?
And I like this rule. I like it.
40?
Make them remember.
You want it too much.
Make them remember.
Greedy.
I have never forgotten
I only get aces like once a day. So.
Alright, you're gonna fool me today, don't worry.
to give up my knit button.
I hope.
I'm actively
They cannot
well aware
give
that I have this thing.
MVP to this kid,
I could-
dude. No
I
shot.
cannot get rid of it faster when
Give it to.
it's my turn to give it
No,
up.
it's an offensive MVP.
yards.
Justin still seems has the most supporters in the chat.
They should give it to like the guy who strip sack.
Well, it's
And they're-
offensive.
Rebel,
gonna-
good luck
it's
to
gonna go
you
with defensive player. It has to.
Oh,
in the
this
main
is
event
offensive.
at our Trailblazer in
The
Dallas.
offensive MVP should be the guy who wins the
No,
kickoff back. I don't care. Give him the. He scored a touchdown. Give him the offensive MVP.
Did he even throw a touchdown?
Those of y'all
He
that
threw
don't
one.
know,
He
No,
threw
no,
one
the
no.
Trailblazer
touchdown,
Poker
13
Tour
yards, Yeah.
Hey,
will be in
It was
Dallas.
off the strip.
Sam,
the
why are
end
you
of the
using
month.
whites, bro?
I don't know. Sign of weakness.
I didn't want to say it.
It's always good to see people with avid supporters in the chat.
You got this. Two.
It's always more amusing when I guess a couple players have maybe not equal, but supporters that'll kind of fight each other for the best supporting group. Glad to have y'all here from Colorado.
Yeah, man.
I haven't been to Denver in a while.
Very good.
I really had a good
Probably been over 10 years.
Quarterback to MVP.
I don't like the cold, so that's my main reason for staying away from Denver.
Great leadership capability.
Although I do love the scenery.
Well, the truth is they couldn't give it to anybody.
I love hiking.
If they have an offensive,
Love all the
defensive,
outdoorsiness.
Actually, yeah, they couldn't give it to
The
anybody.
team is too complete.
That's what I like about Denver.
Defensive MVP.
Or just Colorado in general.
CFL,
Texas
safety.
ain't got that.
Okay, sure. I'd probably
That
get somebody
is-
in the front six.
Rebel, that's a hefty starting stack size. 500 big blinds. I don't think I've ever played in a tournament that started more than 200.
Down goes Joe.
Even some of the deep stacks only do like 250 or 300. 500 is a lot of big blinds to start with. That's a ton of play.
Who's their second?
That's kind of enticing. Maybe I'll drive up there and play that.
Georgia. They lost to someone. Ole Miss.
Oh, Ole Miss, that's right.
I have some information for y'all on that in a second. Action tracker went down a little bit while we fixed the title for y'all for the stream. Now there you go. See, I got y'all.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if the playoff hadn't been expanded.
Now it correctly says 2-5,
Yeah, they would have.
although it's not hand one. But
Oh.
Dylan went up.
They were the 7 seed, which means that
Josh, I hope you have a great 1-3
so
session
they would not have made it.
while
No,
watching
but
our
they would've-
stream.
If they hadn't expanded
Glad
the
to have you
playoff,
here
the
with
rankings
us.
would have been different. The committee felt comfortable.
Well,
The rankings would have been different because Notre Dame went into that. Notre Dame went into the playoff week.
yeah.
I told
ranked
y'all,
third in the
you
country.
needed
I think.
the delay to catch up.
No, I don't think so.
Into the championship week. Yes.
Rebel, was it you who asked me about the last stream about the hotel situation?
Penn State, because Penn State's a 6. Penn State was a 6 and Texas was a 5. So that means that, and they didn't win their conference either. That's right. And Georgia
Because
would've been
we
ahead
do
of
have a
them,
deal
too.
with a hotel, and now I forgot.
Georgia, and then
This is what happens when you get old. You forget
Oregon
things.
would've been ahead of them.
You might be right. I
So
don't know.
they probably wouldn't have gotten
Get that for you. But we do have a deal with a hotel locally, especially
Ohio
when the
State
tournament
definitely would've-
series
would've
comes
gotten
out.
in. So they've already justified it, in my opinion.
I mean, I think the expansion's great. I think the only thing they have to tweak, I think, is they need to.
Someone
get
asked me about a hotel.
Conference champion should not get a. You shouldn't have to win a conference champion to get a.
Yeah,
bye.
I think it was you
Just get
too.
a bid.
Just to get
I'll
the top
I'll get that
5
information
ranked
to you here in a
conference
second.
champions Get an auto bid.
Sure. I think that's okay.
Because I asked about
You
it
don't get a buy.
and they didn't tell me,
The top 4
or they told
teams
me,
just get a
and
bye.
now I'm forgetting because I'm old.
However, the committee.
Yeah.
A little delusional.
I still am okay without
But old.
But yeah, I understand.
Yeah. We'll get better games.
For those of y'all just joining, we're in the middle of a knit
The home
game.
is very important. Yes.
The loser of the knit game will
Why-
put in
hold on.
$200 for a
Explain-
splash
explain
pot the
what
very
you
next
said again,
hand.
because
The way
I
the knit
don't
game works
explain
is
it.
if you win a hand, you relinquish your button, and the last person remaining with a button or a plaque will pay the knit tax, and that's the $200 into a splash pot. Graphics a little wrong because it reset when we changed the stream title.
They
to
don't get a home
correctly
game off.
reflect.
In the second round, they don't get a home game.
Matt, everyone else is doing a little bit of up and down. Matt and Noah really been battling. Matt up the most, a little over grand. Noah down, something like that. We'll just call this a factory reset.
I think you can get. I really do think it'd be better. You get more competitive first round games for sure. For sure. Because we had uncompetitive first round games, by and large, due to the fact that some of the best teams in the playoff were playing in that first round when they should have just gotten a bye.
I don't think Ohio State would have gotten the bye though, no matter what.
No, Ohio State wouldn't have.
Mo gonna 3-bet this
Just
year.
go through the list.
And these two players are definitely gonna go to battle with these hands.
You're
know,
top-
I guess
HV
Texas
is
would.
in position of Mo, gonna see a flop.
Texas would have.
and then
Great hand to see a flop too.
Penn State would have, right?
is definitely not hand number 2. But
There you go.
to get this stream title fixed, we had to adjust it. Ace high, way the best hand now.
State would have been playing Penn
See if
State
Mo
would have
wants to
been
continue.
playing,
Does have the range advantage.
Yeah, that would have been a good game.
Would have been a good game. And then
HV could float here. 7 of hearts, 5 of
I
hearts,
also think what they do
10 of hearts.
okay. I think it's like
All good turns.
yeah, no, but
And Notre Dame can get a buy.
Yeah.
Get a buy.
Is going to raise in position and try and take control of the pot.
It
Still does.
You know, no, I know. But
Let's see what Mo wants to do here. This raise is a little unusual.
that's all. But I don't think your idea is.
It
bad.
looks a lot like what it is. I don't think HV is going to be raising
Somewhere along the
a
line.
set very often
We got some
here.
money falling out.
He's going to let Mo hang himself. So I like Mo's peel.
Good eye.
A spade is really what you're worried about mostly. A heart, a great card for HV now. He can continue bluffing.
Oh, cool.
Doesn't have a lot of outs left in the deck, but still can continue bluffing with his additional equity.
The way he said it was like he wished I didn't.
I imagine he's going to go very large here. Mo, very unlikely to have 4-5. HV could have 4-5. I think a 4-5 could raise the flop.
I'd take it.
Maybe good. Oh, it looks like he's going half pot. 350. Let's see if Mo can hang on. Let's see if he can sniff this out. It's going to be really hard because when you call this turn bet, you're going to have to call some rivers. And Mo knows that. Even though he could have the best hand, he knows that HV's not going to give up. You do beat a lot. HV doesn't have ace queen or ace king very often. I don't think he raises queen jack or queen 10. He might raise king queen. And then I don't think he raises sets very often here either. Especially with the stack depths is what they are. He could easily get the stacks in on other streets once you figure out Mo has a hand. So I think Mo could figure this out. Just lets it go though. HV gets away with murder there. Doesn't have to show because he's already relinquished his nip button.
Probably good.
It's interesting that Mo would call the flop bet and then not call some of the turns. I think the 3 of hearts is a pretty big banana. I think it's a card that if we're gonna bet call the flop with, we're gonna have to call down some of the time.
And he played very gutsy too, right?
I think the 3 of hearts is a great card for us to call down.
Pretty bad.
Obviously, the best ones for us to call down are the board pairing ones. Queens to reduce. There's still some other bananas out there.
Yeah.
And
I think a 10 would be a great card. The biggest problem with a 10 is it can hit a lot of pistol straws that he's raising up with. You know, Jack 10 suited, 10-9 suited,
But it's not like
Ace 10 suited,
it is.
King 10, you know, all of those. Matt with Ace Queen, gonna raise it up. Jack 10 suited gonna take a flop. Justin peeling with the 3 deuce, flops open ended. Has the most equity with just 3 high. That's all. That's kind of absurd. Matt does not want to make top pair. Now turns the best hand. Bottom pair plus open ended. Would like to see him lead this turn. I don't really think checking is gonna do anything other than let people realize their equity. And Mo's realized his equity. Let's see if he wants to go for value or if he wants to just try and get to showdown cheaply. Gonna go for a little bit of value. A pair of 3s, not great enough to call here. Just not good enough to call. I don't think Mo is bluffing often enough into 3 people on this river. Yeah, just makes a discipline fold. I don't think Matt's gonna look it up either. You do have to worry about Matt calling behind you. Matt could very easily have King Jack, Ace Jack. That's one of the other reasons to make the fold.
The way Notre Dame played, man, today.
Mo shows the best hand, gets rid of his nip button.
Inspiring football.
Their defense was so good.
Sam
Ohio
using his
State
phone
was dangerous.
right in front of the camera.
They can throw the ball all over the yard. You know.
Good job, Sam.
Texas is what?
Way to obey the rules.
Texas is
Always love to see it.
A good football team. A good football
All
team.
around, maybe, yeah.
A good football team, but I mean, I'm
Maybe
just
the
concerned.
best quarterback stuff or no?
Will Howard's been slinging it the last 2. I mean,
Yeah, Eeyore just not consistent, I think.
Hopefully we can get some big hands for y'all sometime soon.
Before I saw any of the
Sometimes
games,
you're kind of at the mercy of the cards. None of these players are really super wild. They're all very solid players. Great solid line, but they're all very capable players.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
I imagine Justin falls in that based on the way category, based on the way he's been playing so far. He's very solid.
Let me guess.
And in these types of games,
I'll take
you make a lot more when someone messes up
4.
than
1.5. Just 1.5.
I'm gonna pound it.
than typically in just the normal distribution of card.
I think it would get bet up.
I like it. HV's realized
I'm kidding. I don't bet sports.
people are
I would pound it.
Dude, if you think, oh wait,
a lot lighter than,
-1.
or calling a lot heavier than normal and rebetting a lot heavier.
Georgia was today.
Folding. Maybe he knows players are folding. Does just relinquish the queen 8 suited. Matt picks that up. I like the 3-bet.
Unless it's flipped back.
I would take Notre Dame and give up the point. For sure.
But it also kind of feels like the like I mean like those lines.
It always feels, honestly, it feels good when you 3-bet with 2 connectors and they just fold. You just pick up dead money.
It kind of feels like
That's one of the greatest feelings in poker.
Plays like that, man.
Outside of, turning the nuts or something in a 3 or 4-bet pot. That's,
He said he successfully.
I think those feelings are a little overrated.
It's possible.
The way he did it was he tracked like huge like known like whales. And he would just fade them.
How can you track them?
There's like apparently websites that publish like where like huge like money is being.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he would just fade them.
Guppy not having much traction at all.
Yeah.
Not HV with a pair.
Fade the guy.
It's hard to make a pair in this game.
Every other one. Yep.
Salmon getting a little out of line here. Knowing that HV can raise an open light. Gonna 3-bet the king 7 suited. I like it. HV with a pair gonna go set mining. Great flop for Salmon's range. HV is gonna have a lot of pairs. Salmon is gonna have a lot of top pairs, a lot of over pairs.
Oh yeah.
Gonna bet it.
Texting me.
Without the 4 of diamonds in our hand, it's just a fold. Much more likely to peel when you have 2 outs instead of 1. You don't want the 4 of diamonds to peel off, and now you're just up against a flush. Does make the discipline lay down. Good pickup by Salmon. Gets rid of his nip button. I don't know who has a nip button left. I think Justin does, Guppy, and maybe Tish. No, Tish. I think Tish got rid of his.
Nip button. I gotta sit down,
I skipped through it.
I feel like you would have played it.
I don't know. I mean, he asked me. I think he wants to.
Tell me that's not the best hand. Tell me that's not the best hand. King high was the best hand.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't act like I got some huge sick bluff through. I showed my hand to lose my button.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know.
Doc
How
folding.
fast you folded, I probably was the best.
Jack
hand.
offsuit.
No Joker Jerry.
Probably.
Not a whole lot in the card distribution system going on now. Justin gonna get after it. I think he needs to. Gotta get rid of this nip button. Guppy, 7 deuce, no 7 deuce game. That's not it. HV gonna defend the nip battle. I believe it's Tish, Justin, and Guppy.
I'm in a good spot here. In position against the
That's a great flop for the 8-3 suited. And Justin connecting with the piece. Probably gonna check call. I don't imagine HV is gonna not bet at this. You want folds from king high, queen high, ace high. Those are all big wins.
No.
And if they call you, you have equity. Justin with the best of it though. Does check correctly, check call. And no waiting, HV makes a flush. Great card for him to make a flush with actually. Justin gonna represent this ace. Gonna bet large. This is really all he's representing is a hand like ace king, ace queen. I think all of his flush draws would bet, not check call. You want the extra denial. I could be wrong. Let's see how HV wants to play this.
See how much you have left.
Gonna eye up Justin's stack. Decides to rip it. Doesn't want Justin to realize his equity. Justin kind of gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And the Nick game continues.
Nice hand.
HV with a nice pickup there after defending super light. Hard to make a pair, let alone a flush. 8 high flush, way the best hand there, though. I'd be very happy if I had HV's hand in that spot. Justin would have had to trap exactly king queen.
Bali? No. Only Korea, South Korea, Taiwan. Yeah, that would be Southeast Asia. As soon as you go to like Thailand, Vietnam. I want to go mainland China. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, Justin definitely got caught. I don't mind his decision to check call, lead that turn.
took that 6 months.
If HV doesn't have a flush, his hand is going to have a hard time continuing. There's just such a narrow range of hands that HV needs to have to continue. I don't mind the stab.
So yeah, it's hard to, because I feel like you need like 2 weeks is like usually most people can take off.
Salmon going to open the ace-4 suited up.
You can do it. You know, you wait.
These wheel ace is always a great sight to look down. Because you can make the nuts.
But then she like kind of.
Guppy going to defend this for sure. Surprised there's no 3-bet for Salmon. Other big line. Maybe just wants to take a flop. HV definitely going to defend this suited king too.
Yeah,
A little something for everybody. Middle pair, good kicker. Bottom pair, good kicker. Nut flush draw. Salmon just checks back the nut flush draw. Immediately rewarded by turning top pair. I imagine this is just going to check through again.
Great.
And that's a great run out for Salmon's hand. HV is going to bluff at it for $15. Not going to work. Salmon going to put in the raise here. HV doesn't have ace jack very often. He's really only got jack 10. And I think sevens.
You were there last year.
Yep. Good raise by Salmon. Could be put in the blender though if HV wants to turn his pair into a bluff. Let's see if Guppy wants to turn his pair into a bluff. Guppy could represent 10s full, 7s full. Jack 10 suited. Not a lot of that left in the deck. As we can see here, it wouldn't work. Salmon is just going to raise call. Outside of Guppy shoving, if Guppy shoves, that might put Salmon in a tough spot. It looks like he's going to go for it. I don't think the sizing
No.
is going to work. I think Salmon is just going to have to flick in the call. The way you've played your hand is so under-repped. It's so under-repped, you just don't have the ace-high flush here very often. So I think Guppy is going to check raise a lot of his flushes. See if Salmon can think this through. I would have liked to see a much larger sizing than 600 from Guppy.
If it's just my bet raise, I would call. So it's like but then I bet so much.
It's such an interesting spot because your hand is so disguised, and the way you've played your hand, you've capped your hand. You don't have any full houses here ever. You just don't. Yeah, does make the call. Good call by Salmon. Somehow induced Guppy to go for it.
Where'd you learn that one from?
Did not work out.
That was a good play.
Guppy did not work out. I like the gung-ho. I like picking that hand, especially when it's really hard for Salmon to have that hand. The hand he's repping. He doesn't have full houses very often. I just don't think he has any full houses there ever, the way the hand played out. But I also don't think he has very many nut flushes there very often. It's really just the wheel nut flushes. Because all the gut shot ones continue on the flop. Nice. Well played by Salmon. Matt with the 20 on.
Nice hand, Sam.
Thank you.
Salmon just folding 2 4s in this game. with the 20 straddle on, it becomes a lot dicier. I understand it. Still would like to see a little more
Huh? I'm talking to Sam.
gung-ho-ness from the players.
Why do I get
Then we got another limp pot.
I get this every freaking time.
2 players with gut shots and queen high. Tish with the best hand with a 5.
I love going after them. I like it.
Matt gonna bet his
Even I went out.
queen high and a gut shot.
Crazy.
Tish gonna peel 1. He's trying to get rid of his nib button.
You played it to perfection.
Great card for Tish to
You
see.
got bottom pair to bet and then raise. I thought I had the best hand for second.
Nice hand, Sam.
Would like to see Tish bet at this one, check 2. Does check it back, trying to get the
I thought I
showdown.
had the best hand for second.
Clean run out for the
That was the third
5-3.
one.
Best hand. This is now just gonna go check. I don't think Matt can really rep anything other than full houses to check the turn. He's gonna go very large. Is repping that. Tish with a pure bluff catcher here. Matt could very easily have 8-5, 8-4 offsuit. He'd have 8 deuce yet. Just folds. Matt with a big win there.
No, if that trips you. I don't think so.
XP Gaming Pro. Does Sam have a $10,000 hoodie on? Because that'd be kind of sick if he does. It's kind of a. I had no clue it was a $10,000 hoodie.
Go.
Sometimes the flexes are the ones that people don't know about. Those are the biggest flexes.
What's this game? Is it bull game?
Or that's what I meant. Those are some of the biggest flexes. The ones that only like 1 out of every 20 people know. Maybe even a larger sample size, like 1 out of every 50 people. But the people that know just know. It's kind of a big flex.
I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't.
Now I'm gonna have to ask Sam if his hoodie's
Guess in Ole
$10,000.
Miss's favor. Big. Oh shit, 17.
Does he even have a hoodie there?
I thought that was like a left tackle.
Bowling ball, man. 125.
We had a little collision going on. 5s versus ace king. Ye old race.
This would be a good game if you're playing Squid Game. You guys ever play that?
I did not
Aggressive.
have the...
Mo just folds the 5s.
It's a big game.
I'm very surprised.
I will not play Squid.
That's okay. I'm just.
But you love the
I'm very surprised that Mo folded the 5s.
Squid Game, no, it's like
Facing just one raise.
Squid Game is not even close to the mid game. And anybody who says that...
way bigger.
I think the Squid Game is very fun.
I think so.
No, I agree.
It's much more action-inducing. The way the Squid Game works, it's a variation of the Nick game, is every time you win a hand, you get a Lammer. And at the end of a set number of hands, normally it's 1 orbit, sometimes it's a little bit larger. Everyone who doesn't have a Lammer or a plaque pays out everyone who has a plaque for each plaque they have.
It can be pretty crazy.
So it can get a little wild. Like, let's say they choose 9 hands since there's 9 players. After 1 full orbit, if 5 players are the only players with plaques, then the other 4 players pay each of those 5 players for how each plaque they have. Bounties typically in this game would be $25 or $50 per plaque, but I mean still.
This is just blind, right, Matt?
Yeah. It's okay.
Guppy gonna make it 30 with the 4s. Doc gonna 3-bet the ace queen. Like it. Guppy very much gonna continue.
Yeah, pass rush.
Go to a flop in position.
That was
Dude, that
Don't
was
get fooled, man. Don't get fooled.
What?
Jackson Dart, the quarterback of Ole Miss, he thinks he's
go.
This is a great flop for Doc's hand
was a
versus
dime.
I think he's
Guppy's
good.
hand.
No, I actually like it.
Gonna continue for a little bit.
All the pressure.
He's gonna continue here always. Guppy has no business seeing another card. Even if the Doc were to turn over his exact hand,
First round or second round?
it's
third.
it's just so hard to call down.
You know, you're gonna laugh at me. You know
Any
who's
diamond,
really
you're
good
dead.
That no one's talking about, except
Any
ESPN
10,
put
you're
him
dead.
Number 9 on the last
The ace or queen, you're drawn pretty dead because one of your 4s is a diamond.
Gophers.
I think
Good,
he's
good
Is your
luck.
favorite team the Minnesota Gophers?
Yeah, I think he's a
What?
real sleeper candidate to go as high as round 3.
What kind of team
I'm just-
name is that? I like that. The Minnesota Gophers.
I don't know.
he's gonna make.
He's the
Right.
Titans guy, right?
Yeah, he played in Kentucky and
Wait till draft day.
he's
Sports
like a
teams'
big-
names have
he's
always
like a big,
befuddled
white,
me.
athletic, can throw
Especially the
ball.
older ones where you don't really just don't know the ones that don't really have any origin.
I was like,
It's just always been that.
Andrew's good at that. Yeah, he definitely knows.
I'm not necessarily talking just about professional sports teams. I'm including local sports teams in that, where they're like, I like this animal, let's make it our mascot or our team name.
I'm gonna fade. And Andrew texted me like 11:55.
I was thinking this.
I like Steelers. Like, I think they're a long record.
Boga to defend, battle with the 5-4, barely dominated by HB. Gonna be hard for him to win this hand,
Did you see that game?
without,
He can run the ball hard.
especially on this.
I wouldn't take him in the first round probably, but he's a good football player.
No, he'll be a top 3-round pick.
Yeah.
Good value.
Oh, I forgot.
Josie, they're still talking about football because football's still on the TV. That's how they're still talking about football.
We need good football players. Every team needs good football players. He's a football
It's
player.
very easy for that to become the topic of conversation. When there are two TVs you don't see, one on each side of that room that are showing, games or whatever they want, the players want on the TV. I think football's also a pretty common poker table conversation.
Laugh it off. It's not that crazy.
It is. It is.
With
How
like
many?
40 to 1. It's not like that crazy of a proposition.
You're splitting the action.
It's like a 1-hour.
But you guys still like you chooses to?
Yes.
I think we're just whoever has more conviction.
Who's right usually? Who call? You guys ever get like pro?
I screwed him a couple of times.
Ish, limping, ace-9 suited. Don't see that a lot. Guppy folding HV with a monster, always dangerous.
You pick like
Tish
you're the field guy.
on the fence, probably gonna take a flop with a great suited
Then you
ace.
switch. You pick like the brown.
HV with a monster. 9 high would be disastrous for Tish. He can get away from this. Check bet fold next hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I think so too. If you basically
Tish could have, if he wanted to, gotten a little creative and a lot of out of line,
Lions, Chiefs, Eagles,
but decided not to.
Bills, I think you pretty much never like I think in the beginning those teams lost, but like last like those 4 teams, Lions, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, they never got one.
Chiefs, Eagles,
Good teams.
Ravens too.
Yeah, the Ravens. Yeah, we're playing in a league where you get a 13-point teaser.
Okay.
Basically, there's like 30 people in the league. You pick 4 teams. You get 13 points on top of the spread. So you get like 13 points buffer for each team you pick. So if the Ravens are -10 against
I think Noah and Matt are the only players that have had a real collision so far. It's happened twice.
Everyone has to pick 4 teams. And if you get one wrong, you lose the week. And you pay every person who won the week $25. So on average, recently, if you're losing,
Ducks for Tish.
you pay like $400.
Limps again.
Because
I haven't really seen this side of Tish where he limps.
Going
so
on.
much as like,
Aiming away from the
basically,
Kington
if you just
suited.
pick Lions,
That's
Chiefs,
tragedy.
Eagles, Bills, you basically like the last back half of the season, like those teams.
Jack 4
are
off
favorites,
versus
big
deuces.
favorites, but they.
Deuces way out in front.
I mean, they don't really lose. That's the thing. Either.
Deuces still way out in front.
You know,
Probably
they're
gonna win
like
this
6, like 7-point favorites.
unless
so
this
Vikings?
happens.
Vikings, I think mostly good.
They don't-
True.
they don't
I
lose.
think they've lost.
Their games are close, so they
Shields
don't lose.
one.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think they lost.
May think about bluffing a 3 or 4 turn, blocking the straight draws.
14-2, so yeah.
Chiefs are lucky.
It's a great call for Tish's hand. See if Justin wants to continue betting. Now Justin picking up extra
The Ravens
outs.
cost me 1 week. I had them against. We had to sink the Browns.
I think Justin doesn't have an ace there up here, but he has 8 and 5.
Ravens goes down. Yeah, we picked the Ravens. They were like, I think it was like.
You're really only beating 7-6, 9-7, 9-6.
They couldn't lose by 7.
You block the other ones 3-4 deuce, but doesn't make the correct call.
Matt picked against Jameis too many
Does
times.
think he has the best hand.
Or you'd pick him.
Pick the Browns.
You would do both. You would
See if
lose
Justin
with
has
both.
one more bullet.
You can
in-
never
in
win
him.
if you have Jameis on your team,
It's just
man.
variance.
If you're
If he
rooting for
does-
Jameis, you can't win, man. It doesn't matter. If you've got Jameis you're
Is he a
dead.
dog?
Yeah.
I like James. He seems like
He's
a
It's gonna be real hard for Dylan to make this call. Or Tisher.
He's like a
Tish. 115 does let it go. Gets shown the bad news, but he had the right read.
What is this play, dude?
Now it's heads up between
Dude, I'm telling you,
Gup
Will
and
Levis.
Tish.
17-point underdogs. Wow, should have taken them.
I don't know. XP Gaming Pro. Someone could have a 10K hoodie. I wouldn't know.
Formation is insane.
Let me see. Oh no, I didn't see it.
I'm not very fluent in the $10,000 hoodie market, so
Jackson Dart, man.
That was,
people can wear what they want.
That was a bad. I'm just surprised they went 4-4.
I'm telling you, Max Bros is working his way up the draft board.
I don't think I've ever seen a $1,000 hoodie.
Anybody who takes Jackson Dart is.
I've seen
It's a waste of it.
lots of people wearing, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 hoodies.
This might not even been Dart.
They have one defender.
I've seen a
It might
$10,000
not be
one.
Dart, you're right.
Look at that. How is he throwing
At
in?
some point in time, I think it's diminishing returns.
One defensive player.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not Dart. I don't know.
Not.
Dart doesn't work.
I think
That's not Dart.
it is at some point in time probably diminishing returns in terms of quality wise.
They didn't
But
have the quarterback, dude. It wasn't Dart. Horrible play call.
I don't think.
Oh no!
Oh,
they
here,
didn't-
get
they
in
didn't-
there.
they didn't get him.
maybe
That's-
one day
that's
I'll own a
embarrassing.
$10,000 hoodie.
For sure.
Just to say I own a
I
$10,000
don't think
hoodie.
Lane Kiffin gives a shit about the Gator Bowl. He's probably like just like reading his playbook upside down, you know, and just seeing what happens.
Let's see if the Guppy does not want to defend his straddle with a 9-5 suited. Come on,
Oh,
Gup.
just heads up.
Yeah, and I got bluffed by fucking Jack 4.
You gotta defend. If you're gonna straddle for $20, you gotta defend the 9-5 suited. It's
57 hook job.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
it's just one of those hands.
Oh, what a
Wow,
catch!
that's a great
How do you hold on to that?
300.
Sick catch.
3, 5.
Back to the topic at hand, though. $10,000 hoodies, though. I kind of want to Google $10,000 hoodies and see what comes up. I'll do that later.
Straddle 20.
Not right now. I'll let y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep y'all entertained.
You were trying to play last week too, right? But
Yeah.
you were playing it a few times. I would want to play once. I think I like it. Try to get it.
But he'll play. Get back. I usually try to
Mo, crabs,
Give it to him.
raise and take it.
Colin
No, you gotta double me up again.
Yeah, I need more.
I think Mo take more from me.
Oh, dude.
No.
We just have tons of history with each other too,
Close.
What? Jihad Campbell?
which
Now they only
will
have-
create for an interesting dynamic when they do clash. The bluffs, the mid hands.
I mean,
Right now, we're kind of at the mercy of the cards. Only a couple people getting dealt anything remotely playable, which kind of sucks.
Real name.
still plays out.
Middle-aged.
Josie, no one's wearing a 10K hoodie apparently, which makes me sad.
That's why I laughed.
I don't think anyone's wearing a hoodie worth more than a couple $100.
Not Bob's Burgers. What's the other one voiced by the same guy? Yeah, about the spy. Archer. Yeah.
Matt with
You know what
98
the
suited.
organization was called beginning of Archer? ISIS. That was the spy organization that he worked for.
I guess that's true. I guess it's all in perspective. Like, that's a $10,000 hoodie just because of that session.
Oh, thanks, man.
If that's the case, then I've had several multi-$1,000 breakfasts in Vegas.
You're new to us.
Is it worth the several $1,000s? Probably not.
2025.
I can't even remember what where I ate the breakfast of shame. You know, after
Something funny?
gambling all night. For those of y'all that don't know, the Trailblazer Poker Tour will be making a
I
stop
know, I'm
in
giving my money
Dallas
down here. I get it,
soon.
man.
End of the month,
Merry
January
Merry
21st,
Christmas, Merry
February
Christmas,
3rd.
Merry
They will have
Christmas.
20 events across
I get
both
it.
these
It's making
locations,
fun of- I have a suggestion. Why
with
don't we
a
all just
400K
take
multi-day, multi-flight tournament, $365 buy-in, and a $1 million guaranteed title event, $800 buy-in. This will be at TCH Social, Las Colinas, and Texas Card House, Dallas.
It wasn't Noah.
Hope to see some of y'all there. I might show up. I know Rebel's going to show up for the main event there.
You had a hand of what?
I say I have to hand to cold 4-bet, but not cold card of
I don't
3-bet.
think anyone. You basically usually
20K chocolate shake. That
Okay, you just do it every dealer thing. So
what's the largest? Let's see.
no pay.
XP buys Whataburger whenever you lose big. Is that kind of ritualistic?
it's rainbow, whoever doesn't have the suit pays. The other 3 people.
The sadness Whataburger.
Two-tone, whoever has the. If it's 2 spades, like two-tone, like
I
whoever
wonder
has
what my
the
sadness
pays,
food is.
That's how you know he's a
I don't know.
only that person pays. Okay? One person loses every time.
I feel like I'm more likely to spend more money after I've lost a bunch of money. I don't.
Somebody have so many side games
I just want to
on a main game.
make the sadness go away, so I'm gonna go eat a bunch of good food.
Okay. All good, bro.
Good, expensive food.
All good, bro.
Bink.
Oh man, this is a good spot for Tish.
Doc, please don't fold the 9-7 suited. No. Matt gonna defend a straddle here with the king 8. Is he gonna let Tish? Oh, Tish open very large, trying to get rid of his nib button. See if Matt wants to. Oh, Matt's gonna turn this hand into a bluff, and Tish might just pile it.
You owe me for that one.
Tish doesn't. Tish just releases immediately.
Oh, what about this? Since you did
I didn't
that-
have to do that.
No, of course, no, that was very good.
But I mean, it's not like I had a crazy. I didn't have a bad hand.
Yeah, you did, Matt.
Ajax
You had a
is
bad
good.
hand.
What do you think? What do you think I should give you in return?
Actually, that's kind of a stretch. The way he played the hand, I don't think you can raise fold there. Your hand is so under-repped.
I should have lost. Right?
It's just so under-repped.
Give you another chance.
The way the hand played out, I think Dylan gets to check raise all of his flushes on the river.
Biggest edge.
Which is what?
The splash spot. Just ask
Damon,
yeah.
you can't be folding the Jack 9 suited here. I'm gonna have to have a talk with you.
I just get the nuts every time, man.
Like queen plus.
Tish with 8-7 suited with his nib button, still trying to get rid of that. Gonna open a little larger. 25. Guppy dominating my favorite hand,
Get it all in
10-7.
versus 3 draws.
never
We got it
seen-
in 4 ways that time.
Doc probably gonna get involved knowing. Oh, he's gonna.
He wins so many splash spots. It's crazy. It's like,
He's gonna 3-bet this. Knows that Tish and Guppy are a little
There
light.
was a day where I
Does
lost
Tish
in the
want to
game, like,
peel?
7 or
That
8
is the
times,
question
and
at
I made
hand.
money. In the
Because
game.
I don't think shoving is a very good option.
Because I like
I
quadrupled
think
up
if
in
we're
the
gonna
splash
continue with
top
this
and
hand, we
won.
just
all in with
go
king
in
deuce
and
on
try
a
and
king
play
something
post.
board, and then 4-way all in his scoop.
How is that possible?
XP Gaming Pro. I am DT. I'm a stream regular, turn commentator. Hopefully, I can make it back on the stream sometime for y'all. We'll see how events unfold.
Easy game.
Player from right here in Houston,
Sam. How you feeling, bro?
most notably known for having green hair, which I no longer have.
Down a lot. You never say
Boring
that
now.
if I'm like up.
Ace 10 high is still the best hand.
Well, not
See how
always
Doc
down.
wants to play
I'm
this?
like one of those
Tish
guys.
flops absolutely nothing.
That's every poker.
Everybody's happy when they win.
But I don't think I'm one of those people
Tish
who's
can
like
feel here if Doc bets small.
when they're like down.
Plenty of good turn cards. Does not want to see.
Well, of course. I mean,
Just lets it
You're on the
go.
spectrum.
Tish, kind of feeling it
I
now.
had a good hand. I would have raised 3. I would have taken you.
what did he have? Oh my God.
But you might have jammed the
I was way the best hand there.
Duke and Matt are being so nice to me.
Mwah,
Making
mwah.
moves with probably nothing to save my life. You just after your money.
I know.
It's $150. Oh, you know he's dead money right there. Right? Because you know he's light.
I've actually played quite a bit with a lot of these players. I think the only person who I have no history with is newcomer Justin, and that's because apparently he's from out of town. I have plenty of hours, tons of hours with the rest of these players.
It'd be insane. You guys wouldn't be so screwed.
Lots of history. Lots of history. I know what they're capable of.
Everybody would be.
Everyone's perfectly capable player. Mo, ace, queen offsuit.
It's true.
No, we're gonna relinquish that hand. Ace 10 just shrinks up so bad from early position raise. Guppy with a real hand now, and a chance to lose his nib button. Gonna call with 9s in position.
Sorry, Matt. I'll be happier next time I lose 3.5.
It's not done yet, man. You're still in the game.
9's way the best hand now. I don't think
It's a lot.
Mo's gonna see bet. Guppy's gonna call.
It's over.
Too early to get rid of 9s here.
I'll make more jokes.
Great card for Mo to keep barreling. I imagine he's gonna bet it picking up additional equity. Guppy gonna 3-bet a lot of his king X's. So he's really handicapped to one pair here
No,
and
he's a
draws.
comedy show, he said. So you know.
Dude, I didn't.
I like
Troy
the
had
pressure by
luck.
Mo.
I see. I didn't know Troy worked anymore.
I
Troy's
wonder
here
if
so
Guppy
much.
is going to become some leveling war with Guppy, where
Troy's here more
he
than
knows
me.
that
It's crazy.
I know that, or yeah, he knows that I know what my range is,
If you told me that, I believe it.
and it looks like it is. Guppy knows that Mo well aware of the situation,
Grind City.
and Mo just runners the nuts. Guppy will not be getting rid of his snip button unless Mo somehow gets ejected from his seat in this game. It's a spot I think Mo's going to go very big and hope Guppy has value, and he doesn't. Yeah, it goes extremely big. I like the sizing. Just hope Guppy has a hand like Jack 10, King Jack, King 10. You just have to pray.
Give up 12 sacks.
Part of poker is when you have a great hand, you need someone to have a slightly less great hand.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just when we're here, there's
Doesn't always happen.
LSU lineman, great interview. You give up 1 sack a game for 12 games, you're gonna be working at Amazon. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but when we're here, we hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Yeah,
Like one of the LSU linemen. And then at the end of it, he goes,
You'll
"We have
excuse me
this thing in
for
the
a
alignment.
second. I will be right back.
The
Let y'all
defender,
enjoy the nice
defensive
pitter patter
lineman gets 1 sack a game for
of the
12
table
games. That's all he
play.
can do.
Table
Top
talk.
5 picks.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Good morning.
160.
Today.
You watching Rockets now?
No. Yeah, I mean, they look like 20 and 21. They could get a force to top 40. That'd be pretty good. I mean, hard, but
They don't have the closer.
yeah, can score. Yeah.
All in. Could have told you that was coming. Jesus Christ.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Once or twice?
Doesn't matter.
Twice. Too full. If ever there was a limp 3-bet coming, I should have told you it was that one.
Good luck, guys.
You want to take a hand?
9-10.
Oh, here, you can pick.
Might be. Oh, emo.
What the? King 10 9? That was awkward.
I
Boy.
got counted. I did fold.
Never mind.
We're giving away nothing.
They're giving away nothing?
Giving away nothing.
Yeah, no, I can't tell. I think no one has cadence though. That would show.
9-10 again.
If I know it, would.
If you have
Kings, that's not show. To not show. I agree.
Ooh, club deuce. Wow.
Choppy. It's not first board.
Chop it up, guys.
You get the free roll, yeah. Free roll.
But you know what's funny about this hand? No nip button.
Oh wow, yeah.
it's always top board.
Dylan, you got saved. No one saved you.
Yeah, thank you, Noah.
So
Guppy. Guppy, dude.
No, Matt, Noah all saved me. So much appreciated.
Did I turn? I would have gone from first to last.
Dream spot for you.
You know, if all three of us were in. You know, 10-9. King.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Winter. Literally, that's the dream, right?
I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, these players need to get the memo. Don't fold 6-5 suited. This snug.
I think you got no custom.
Ace king versus king queen.
Oh, never mind. I lied.
Mo, being the aggressive player, is gonna take the aggressive action. Gonna through bet. See how Doc wants to play this.
Whenever there was a limp that I knew was getting 3-bet, that was the one.
Gonna just see a flop.
Dude, there was no doubt in my mind.
King high would be disastrous for Mo.
There was no doubt in my mind. You were
King high, ace king high. He's gonna be able to get away from this.
Whoa. What does it matter? What does it
Yeah,
matter?
Doc
so
wants to
much?
play this.
Oh, I mean, my hands.
Play tricky, check behind.
He 3-bet him to 4.
I did. What? I did.
Gonna go for a little bit of value.
Black cards, you should
Don't blame him. Mo's gonna have ace jack, ace queen here a lot. I think both of those bet though.
Why?
Why is that?
So you have more flush outs with the black. I'm serious.
Hope deals 1. Not a great card.
What are y'all
You
entertaining?
could bluff hearts if you wanted to.
I
Not gonna.
two people
That's for
What are you
sure.
entertaining him for?
Maybe the red ink is like lighter.
It's gonna be hard to get 3 streets of value versus the hands that Mo plays like this that are worse than yours.
I did 4-bet.
So
Okay.
it's gonna
I
be
did.
2 streets a
Fine.
lot,
I
and
just
then
played
we
it
may
well.
check back
I forgot
some
to
reverse.
Yeah, just rip it.
Obviously, he'll bet an ace or a king.
I blundered.
Mo's
I forgot
gonna-
that once.
I feel like he had aces right there.
A crystal give up here.
I'm only
He
gonna
could
suck out
try
one.
and turn his hand into a bluff, but I don't think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm only gonna.
Doc's gonna have 10s. He's gonna have king 10. He's gonna have ace 10. He's just gonna. Apparently, ace king. He's gonna have so many strong hands that are not gonna fold at this point in time.
Yeah, you probably should figure. That one out. Well, you owe 200 if you leave now.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Hopefully, everybody out there
I mean, if you don't feel
tonight
comfortable, you can
is
leave
having
now.
a good evening so far. Thank everyone joining me for this 5 No Limit Hold'em stream here from Texas Card House, Houston. Love to have you all here in the chat with me
Yeah, but I'm kind of scared now.
Okay, you can stay home tomorrow.
for this fantastic game. Great lineup. These players,
It's an easy read.
very aware. I think they're being a lot more careful with each other. I mean, this is a tough lineup. No one really getting too out of line outside of HV 3-betting the king deuce offsuit.
I think it was the Jack's the
A
best.
couple players making some moves at the wrong times too, though.
Oh no, aces are pretty good.
Tish just turned with the 9 deuce of spades. I believe Noah had that last hand.
Have kings.
Aces are pretty. He said jacks are the best hand. Aces are pretty good.
Or, I mean, sorry, Jack's the worst hand.
I hate it when players say, when you ask players what their
You know what's
favorite
funny?
hand is and they say
I
aces.
told you that I
Of
thought
course
you had
aces is
ace
your
king
favorite
as
hand. Aces. Say something stupid like mine. Mine's 10-7 suited.
I thought you had ace king as well.
Chat, what's y'all's favorite hands?
It's a new nickname strategy Coach just told me about. So, we'll see how it goes.
I don't think it's been working for you.
I think it has been. Today it hasn't. We get fucking caught today.
Tish going through it.
Yeah, I know, wow. It's fine.
Really expressing
You can
that he's
still
going
do
through it.
200 if you want. It's not too late.
Thinking about it.
It's not too late. Tim.
Engross, glad to have you in the chat. Another
You
Justice
have-
supporter.
you have on the list, right? Because Dylan is not comfortable with this game.
No,
Where's
they
Tim?
figured everything out about me.
Oh, your mic's on.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's off.
You turn it off? Are you?
No, it's just like, no.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, it's like out of balance.
Tish, that's unfortunate. You don't know what I know, that I can still hear you. And probably chat can hear you.
Me too.
Oh, yeah,
wait,
Josie.
never mind. I
The
lied.
big lick, unsuited.
They don't want to hear what I have to say.
The big lick.
I just wanna see
It's
the
one of my
action. I
favorite
don't wanna
names,
see
the
your
big
voice.
lick.
That's it.
Exactly.
They don't want to catch you saying you're seeing ghosts.
10-8 suited, that's a fun one.
The Ohio State favored by 6 over UT.
Wow. Well, I mean, they're playing really well. I would probably take UT and the points.
Jedi Master Ted, you're not allowed to have 3 different
Probably take UT and the
favorite
points.
hands
Probably lay the
that aren't
points.
aces. That's not how this works.
It seems like a sharp,
Pick one of
sharp
them.
bet seems like it's the bet on UT.
Once you fold,
Because you gotta think if you're
Aka 5 is a good answer. That's a fun one.
o'clock at night,
I'm not gonna
and
give
you know
her
you can't
That's
find
why I
anywhere
love
else.
it because
$10,000. You like, what are you gonna do with it?
$40.
I'm putting it on.
Everybody has
Oh,
like some sort of
-6 after
memory
they beat the
attached
shit
to
out
their
of the number
favorite
one
hand.
team. Yeah,
I mean, I know why my hand's my favorite hand. It's the first hand I ever won a 4-digit number pot
You gotta
with,
think,
ever.
what would I do if I was
I
drunk?
flopped a nut straight, it held versus 2 flush draws in a set in a 1-3 game. I had never had a stack above, $1,000 before, and my stack was like $800, and all of a sudden I'm winning like a $3,000 pot.
I'm drunk in the sports book at 10.
My hands were shaking. I remember that day.
10,000
It was a
in
good
my
day.
pocket, and I've got to put it on something.
Okay.
You got to phase
Then
whatever that
I've
decision is.
spent I've spent way more than
In this instance, it's
$3,000
Ohio State
trying to play
-6
10-7.
After they just beat the hell out of Oregon against Texas. Yeah, I want that.
Okay.
I want as much as I can get on that. It seems like
Now we
a
got
sharp
it. Now we got it
bet
going.
on UT.
You don't know that though.
I know I don't.
King
know.
high versus Jack high versus
I don't know, but
Military.
I how do you know? I
Oh.
don't know, but I know.
Action turn. I don't think this is really going
No,
to
no,
have anything happen
from,
here. This is just going to get the showdown. Tish probably going to bet for value. Don't know if he's going to get
Go on,
called.
Ed,
This
Ed,
is
go
going to
on,
end the
Ed.
mid
What do
game
you
though.
know? I don't know. I just know.
Touchdown.
Oh wow.
Oh, that makes sense. Jam Master Ted. All right, so you're allowed to have.
All right, now's my time to
Just
shine,
more.
boys. Just get ready over here.
Yeah, this is stretches. What's the strategy? Just get dealt enough.
This is why we play.
I can't tell you the strategy.
Just put it in.
What are you talking about? I mean, good.
That's a great. That makes a
time to
great
ask,
story,
not gonna
XP
say a
gave you,
word.
or why you like that hand. Like it's the positive memories you have associated with that, outside of the negative memories you've made trying to manifest that again.
You know how much money I made?
That's what's happened to me
in
with
the
10-7
splash
suited.
pot, man.
We're just 10-7 in general.
Alright, Noah. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Noah doing a little bit of stretches, trying to manifest something himself.
I'm like Santa, waiting for Christmas.
This is the splash pot, so there is $200 more in the middle than what is shown on the screen. Matt gonna open this up. King, queen, offsuit.
Sometimes that's part of the
No,
strategy.
Justin now with
That's part of the
I
strategy.
think
Yeah, it's holistic.
What are you, a med spa?
does fold ace high.
Holistic approach.
Yes.
Fold.
Matt gets it through.
Pretty good hand.
I don't know. There's still
This is the hand I
actually,
get.
there's still got to be some sort of favorite. There's no reason. It just is. That's unusual.
Maybe.
We're not playing this.
Normally there's a reason.
No, you don't have to. You're strongly recommended though.
Jedi Master Ted, I'll have to check that out. I did not see that.
Running it back, guys?
Was this the tournament?
Okay. Sure.
I'm assuming this was the
Yeah,
tournament
let's-
final hand.
No such thing as normal poker, I guess. Have to always have a side
It'll
game.
take a long time.
We've been playing. We played normal poker during the whole Georgia game, during the whole Notre Dame game.
Yeah, but we weren't streaming yet.
Anytime.
It's okay. It's okay.
Noah folding 8-6 suited.
What'd you say? Oh, tell him again.
King 4 suited gonna limp it in. Tish gonna limp it in with the 4-2 suited. Now we got ourselves a nice limped pot. Tish flops the effective nuts. 4 high flush. Gonna put in the call. Great turn for Tish. Now Doc is drawing dead. See if he wants to keep bluffing at this. He does. Tish still in love with his hand. I think both options are on the table that are not fold. Call and raise. Does just call. Gonna let Doc continue to hang himself. Clean run out. That's a relatively clean run out. I do think it's gonna kill the action. Tish not gonna put in another bet. Doc not chopping with all the other kings. Tish has a pretty clear bet here. I think the question is, what are we trying to get called by? And the question is a king and an ace. Maybe a straight. Don't think you need the size too big here. Especially now that the new game is on. Although I don't think that matters. Some players go bananas in the first hand of a new game. You don't really have to. I like the sizing. 2/3 pot. Good sizing. Doc in a blender. Tish limping the button does not have a lot of strong hands here. So queen high flushes, jack high flushes, like jack 9 suited, obviously queen jack suited, queen 9 suited. All three of those hands are raising. right? A lot of the hands that Tish would be bluffing with, Queen 10 offsuit with the Queen of Clubs, Jack 10 offsuit with the Jack of Clubs, all of those hands are raising pre-flop. So Tish is repping incredibly thin here. Like, incredibly thin. I don't really know what hands Tish is limping with here that need to bluff. I guess that's the... So Tish's hands are made hands or not bluffs. Doc could... The hand just doesn't make any sense from Doc's perspective, and I would not fault him for a call here. Tish's big hands just all raise pre-flop. Jedi Master Ted, sometimes that's how it falls in tournaments. That's definitely a terrible one to go out on. King Queen getting the worst of it in pre-flop versus Ace King and nines to double KO is absurd. But that's poker. Disciplined fold. I like the fold from Doc. Glad he found the fold. Tish does not show his nib button. Does not show his hand. Does not get rid of the nib button.
Daryl. I'm adding 700.
Little mistake by Tish. Little mistake. Unless the net game's not on yet, but I don't think that's the case.
Oh, that's discipline right there. You folded it straight, right?
Ace is what I was targeting.
I think he folded low for a full house.
I targeted ace.
Jedi Master Ted,
King.
I bet that guy felt ecstatic getting his chips in behind as the chip leader, and then just bonk. Queen in the window, probably, and then have the hand on a hammerlock.
I just want to make sure you. I know.
Jedi Master Ted, no one was probably upset in that hand because 45K for third. What was 69K for second? I mean, that's still a pretty good payday. Raise and defend from the straddle. Ace Queen High still the best. HV gonna bet like it's the best because it is the best. Salmon, unless he gets creative, gonna dismiss this hand. Shows the goods.
You got me off with something worse. Or better, I mean. Better. A pair.
Salmon lying.
Big fold. Thank you.
Salmon saying the correct thing first. You got me to fold worse. I like telling people the truth in spots like that. Like, oh man, you were betting with the best hand.
I would have lost.
I think telling the truth in poker is very underrated. I don't know about y'all. I tell the truth way more often than I should. My favorite, though, is when people ask me what I have, and they're taking forever. Sometimes I just tell them. And sometimes it gets me paid.
100.
Oh, HV playing the 7 deuce game with himself while Guppy's got the goods. I like it, HV. Bring in the stream. Oh, Matt's got a hand, too. This could be a collision. Let's see how Guppy wants to play this. His stack size is not very shallow. I mean, with the $20 straddle on... no, this is the 10. Even though the 20's been on the most. This is still 250 big blinds. My favorite XP Gaming Pro is when people ask, what do you have? And I say a full house. They're like, no, you don't. And then they call and I say, I have a full house. It's just really funny. Guppy ripping it. Matt not loving his situation now. This. I like the rip by Guppy. I think he's gonna rip Ace Queen. I think he's gonna rip Ace King. I think it's a good balancing act. Matt makes the discipline fold.
King Kong.
Oh, Rebel. The
Just call.
hotel that we have a deal with is A
Oh,
Loft.
you were just right. Call and call again.
I think it's A Loft Houston by the Galleria. We have a deal with them. So for those of y'all that don't know, if y'all are gonna come to Houston,
Call. Just call.
the Trailblazer Poker Series,
You could lose.
you can stay at A Loft, mention
I know, I get it.
TCH, and I believe there is a deal that we have set up
Dude,
with
Matt,
them
you should
for
do
y'all
the
to get.
commentary. Most likely he would have won, but he could have lost. Like, that's
good
really,
insight, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Salmon trying to take over my commentary.
I can't.
He would have beat you into the
Oh,
pot.
that'd be
We always
No,
lie.
I would have done the
We always lie.
save me 20. Like, I hope it's ace king.
You got it? You got it.
Not that.
A Loft.
Good idea.
Yes,
He would've called
Rebel,
with you
exactly
instead of-
like you typed it. A Loft, Houston by the Galleria.
Love 3-betting me. That's what he did.
Or bad.
It might just be all A lofts, but that's the one next near us. So that's the one I imagine they have to deal with. They could just have it with A loft in general.
To the next.
It would have been better if I had
Suited Jack's going to war. They're gonna definitely see a flop
like
here.
1,500, I would have thought about it. Probably.
Jedi Master Ted, that's a good deal. Clean sheets in a hotel is completely underrated.
I saw some shit yesterday, so I might have put it in.
10 high for Salmon. Good flop. Top pair is hard to come by.
No, that was against you.
Doc could float this if he wants to.
I didn't see it.
2 overs in the backdoor straight and flush draw. Depends on sizing.
Kings.
Only 1 queen left in the deck.
You wish he was ace.
Not gonna peel.
Salmon's
Salmon's gonna have to do some navigating now on turns. That's turn's a good shot.
Yeah.
Imagine this may go into
Oh,
little
yeah,
prop.
we do
You
actually
don't beat
drop.
any of the
We
other
don't
10s
suck,
yet.
we lose.
Salmon's gonna pocket a check call. Doc could take the betting lead over here. Thinking his queen jack or 9. Obviously the 9 is great. I think he's gonna take the betting lead. I like this aggression from Doc. Salmon can't really go anywhere just yet with top pair. This is a pretty big bet though. This is 2/3 pot. 3/4 almost. King no good. This will probably kill the action unless Doc wants to bluff at this. He's repping a very narrow range of hands. I don't know, but yeah, it does give up. Wave the white flag. A jack would have been a very interesting river. Salmon now of the most on the stream. I think this is still not accounting for what happened earlier, where Noah down about 1.5, Matt up about 1.5. All the players playing a little more snug than I'm used to seeing.
Kind of cool that you and I like on the first 2 out.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the last 2.
That's
good. Yeah.
HV getting after it. I like this.
That's good.
Get him back.
Everyone being so snug. HV can open up his range.
You have a button?
Probably not.
So we were
No.
the first 2.
No net confirmed.
You only
No,
call people that have the button?
Yeah.
Okay.
HV getting one through with queen high.
I really do think Lane Kiffin's just calling the playbook upside down.
No one really getting super out of line with the Nick game. I'm always curious to see, because of that, when players are willing to, get super out of line to try and not lose the Nick game.
Lane Kiffin said that.
Yeah. Lane Kiffin did say that.
I don't know where I put myself on the spectrum. Maybe I really want to get rid of it, and I'll open up more hands because of it. But I'm not, unless it's heads up. I've gone bananas a couple times heads up. Probably more than a couple times, but you know what? A whole lot of dookie for everybody.
Playing a big one soon.
Yeah, big one.
HV wants to play a big pot soon. Not with the cards that are getting dealt. That ain't gonna happen.
You guys are sitting so deep. That's what the viewers want.
David, that's a good question. The minimum buy-in for this game is $1,000. There's no max buy-in. Players can buy in for whatever they want to for $1,000.
No minigame or no big. No
Most
scratch?
players buy in for around $2,000, $3,000. Some players add on as the game goes on.
Or it's like a
HV is known to add on. Matt's known to add on.
Hey Frank.
Everyone else kind of sticks with whatever they bought down with, whether it be $2,000 or $3,000. But we have had players in the past sit down for 10K. We haven't had anyone sit down with 20K, I don't think yet.
Nah, I know. It was there was not.
But there's no cap. If you want to come by and play this game and buy in for $100,000, we'll let you.
You know.
You do you. But this is only for the streams 2-5 game. The floor 2-5 game.
I mean, I bet
has a cap.
So I bet. Like, cause the other guy only had like $500 left. So I just put him all in.
$5,000 or match the stack.
Then Matt round.
Maybe it's either $3,000 or $5,000 or match the stack.
I'm really worrying you had like small players.
I know. Chess said maybe I should check back the turn.
I mean,
I
yeah.
thought you call my 4x.
I don't think that's good though, because the problem is like the guy
Doc?
who is short stack.
Better hand than HV.
There's so
Those
many
HV's opening wide.
You know, because like there's
Gonna see a flop.
there's 16 cards that bring a 4-liner, so I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah.
2 jacks for Tish, gonna go up. He knows that HV's opening light. I think HV's gonna peel here.
You up?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Reading the
HV gave
eights.
it up.
That's good shit, bro.
I was pretty sure it was 5K to start and match after. Not a bad flop for jacks. I have played in the 4 game recently, but I don't buy in for that much. That's a
My
great
mic was
trick
on.
for
I was
Tish.
talking to Frank about what he was, what he was studying for his med school thing.
What the?
And I was like, "You're reading about
Check.
AIDS."
See if Tish can find a little bit of value on this river.
My mic was on.
Oh, I don't have any
Didn't mean to
cap.
say that.
I guess I can just keep my started.
Gonna go for value. He's gonna bet extremely large polar, saying he has a big hand or nothing, and he does indeed have a big hand.
Hey,
He
Frank.
has just enough hand that he might look this up.
Today I am.
This is awfully suspicious.
What about you, bro? Oh shit, I know you are.
Tish knows he has the best hand,
Why'd you come, bro?
and HV knows that he knows that his hand is pretty capped out here. After going check
I know
check
you said
check.
AIDS thing. Hey,
This is one of those leveling
go.
things where he knows that I know that
I'll text you.
he knows.
My mic's.
Tish very well aware of what his range should be here. HV well aware of what his hand looks like because it looks exactly like what it is. This may get looked up. And I don't blame HV for looking this up. Well played by Tish if he gets looked up. This is kind of a blunder spot. Obviously, you're just trying to get to showdown as HV checking back the flop and turn. But when Tish makes this river bet, though, what do you beat? Makes the call. Tish shows the bad news. Smoked. Good bet by Tish. Love the way he played that.
It's a good turn for the
Got
big
paid the maximum
good
in that hand. Well played. I don't fault HV for the call. Do not fault him one bit. Because once again, these players have tons of history with each other, and it comes back to those leveling things.
Still early, man. History, a whole lot of game left.
Indeed, they're right. There's a ton of game left.
Same, you're like
For those of y'all that are watching us Thank y'all for joining me. Hope y'all are having a fantastic evening here, watching this 5 No Limit Hold'em stream here at TCH Houston.
We're not there anymore, though.
No, only down like 221.
You like what you're watching? Just go ahead and hit that like button.
Just gotta keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side.
I'm always.
Keep on the sunny side of life.
I told like you said, I always hate my life.
Matt opening up 9-8 suited. Salmon folding the queen 10 suited means he's not there. There's no way queen 10 suited just hit the mug. HV gonna defend though with the 6 deuce offsuit. Middle pair versus gut shot.
You're like a real mess box.
Check bet call.
Not one of those shady ones on Westheimer. Or on Richmond, I should say. Not one of those shady ones on Richmond.
HV could entertain a raise. This is a really bad 6. Still the best hand though. Matt probably gonna keep the pressure on this turn. When called again, a 7 makes you the nuts. You have no showdown value with 9 high. Over bets the turn, I love it. Shows the bluff. Well played by Matt. Good pickup. Gets rid of his nib button.
Button's right.
The Gup enjoying a little Red Bull there.
Sure.
My favorite energy drink. I don't know why, but I like the taste of Red Bull. I just do. Monster's okay. Some of these newer things aren't bad either. Celsius tastes good, but nothing like that Red Bull taste though. Whole lot of not up apparently so far. Salmon back in the seat, finds 2 6s. It is way the best hand that has been dealt, and everyone folds. That's when you know everyone had a bunch of paper napkins. When you raise 2 6s and everyone folds. $20 straddle is on. I imagine it's going to be on most of the time for the remainder of the stream. They've basically agreed on the floor to turn this into a 2-5-10 game. So the $10 straddle will be on every hand. The question is whether or not the $20 straddle will be on every hand. No mucking the wheel ace does not elect to 3-bet it. Justin folding king 10. We have ace queen suited for 6s now. Classic race. 6s way in the lead. Salmon got a decision. I'm gonna check. Mo could go both ways. With his nib button, I lean towards bet. You can get looked up a little bit lighter. Ace high, king highs. Especially for the small of a bet, it's gonna be so hard for Salmon to fold. He can turn diamonds. Oh, he's gonna turn his hand into a bluff. He's gonna check raise. Senses weakness. Mo's set this up kind of perfectly to bet call. Obviously, he could have better hands, a jack or an 8. But if we turn a 6, it's not going to be the 6 of spades. Does just let it go, though. Nice pickup by Salmon. Well played. Gets one through. Now we have a dealer change. For those of y'all that don't know, Texas Card House has introduced its own mobile app, Hijack Poker. Texas Card House presents Hijack Poker. Just go to the App Store, search for Hijack Poker, download it. You deposit $20. I don't know. I don't think its promo's still going. I wonder if I can get it going for y'all. I know there's a referral one. Sure that one deal. You can get $20 worth of referral code for this one. So deposit and use this referral code, and you'll get 20 extra bucks. Hijack Poker. A lot of people play poker apps and everything. I know a lot of people have their reserves about poker apps, but I mean, TCH has put a lot of work into this. It's a good one. They have daily tournaments, cash games going all the time, and then you can cash out at one of 6 of the TCH locations. If live poker doesn't get your fix.
Opponent check twice and bomb is able to export. No.
10-3 suited versus King Queen offsuit.
That's got a great hand too. Call it. Maybe not.
King Queen high. Gonna take it down with the C-bet. Way the best hand though.
I'm not playing tomorrow. You okay? I'm gonna do the same lineup tomorrow. Sam, you play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know I was yesterday, but I am.
It's the same people, I guess.
You showed me not what everybody's saying.
Really? That's just what you can
Because Salmon wasn't on it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Justin away from the table for a second.
You guys-
So we can get some action. Mo, 9-8 suited. Better not fold this. Oh, he has the straddle on. I guess these players have agreed to a round of 20. Justin away getting that premium. Guppy now looking at ace-jack suited. With the ace-queen suited folded. In great shape. Oh, we got ourselves a hand here. 2 suited connectors versus 1 Broadway and then 1 super Broadway.
No, you know why you did not win the mid game?
Doc,
the flash one last
flops
game?
Because
best.
I didn't pay it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm way ahead of you. Don't worry.
Top pair, good kicker. Not gonna be down.
Sorry.
Guppy, really the only player that can look this up.
I gotta lose it first.
parlay that.
Yeah, I gotta lose it first. That's
Kicker.
right.
You're gonna look this up for at least one bet.
what you're playing.
You're laughing with me now, but you're not when I double through you. When I lose this and double through you, and you're like, what the fuck?
Doc with king of spades, that's a pretty good draw.
You.
Gonna check. Guppy probably gonna check back.
HV's taking it very
Trying to go
seriously.
down.
You're laughing at me.
Our hand's probably too strong to turn into a bluff
I
here.
like the strategy. I mean, it's a good way to parlay.
Exactly.
Does elect to bet the turn. I don't think Doc will be folding here.
Always on the sunny side.
Not gonna look this up, especially with the king of spades in his hand. Gonna play some rivers. We are. Ace of spades would be terrible. 5 of spades. Doc pretty happy with his hand. Now, does he want to let Dylan bluff at it, or the Guppy bluff at it?
Flip bars.
I think he does. I think he's gonna check. I don't think there's a whole lot of merit to betting this.
What?
Guppy's gonna have a lot of hands. He needs to turn into bluffs.
Wow.
We have a prime bluff catching candidate.
That's a classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna go for a little bit of value. Doesn't want a worse flush to check back. Guppy's done. Now our hand is shriveled up. And the Doc is definitely betting for value on this river. Does Guppy want to represent the nuts though? He would hate to. Oh, he is? He's gonna rep it. Folds. Guppy, big pickup. Well played. Got Doc to fold. Second nut flush. I would have really liked to see Doc check that. Check call. Because if Guppy was going to bet,
Betting on 5,000.
raise that river, he was definitely going to bet when check to.
You're good, man.
And once again we just had a prime candidate to bluff catch with, even though our hand was so strong. There's just so many hands the Gub shows up with a river they can bet. Worse flushes, hands that have no showdown value. A hand like Ace Jack.
I'm adding on 5,000.
Oh shit.
HV's adding on $5,000. Gonna match the stack. Going after Fireman Scott. I do not know. I thought for sure if the doc was betting that river, he was gonna bet call. Just a sequence of events that I didn't think was going to unfold.
Now you're making a format.
No.
It was a good pickup by the Gub. I mean, he continued repping the nut flush the whole way through. Call flop, bet when check 2 on turn, raise river. Looks exactly like the nut flush, whether he turned it or rivered it.
Big one or the small? Big.
But I think
Yeah.
I agree. It's a very weird one. I would have bet called if I were to bet that river.
Big legs.
We're just so high up in our range there with a second nut flush. We have 9 high flushes we can fold, stuff like that. I think a king high flush folding is absolutely out of line. Once again, though, I would have really liked to see the doc check it. Just check call, let him hang himself.
You see the win made
Rebel, he does only lose to the ace, but the way
Really?
that Guppy played the hand, he was repping, having the ace of spades the whole time.
It's good for everybody. They'll get more tables. The games will play faster.
I really do think Doc could have
Be more loose.
played it a little differently. HV picking up another pot with a pair of aces.
Oh, you're from Colorado?
An interesting hand, considering the line that Doc chose.
Damn.
Well, how do you like it there?
I like it a lot of them.
He's a hidden gem.
I think the games are really good.
There's not a lot of European guys, right?
When we have
There's like once every
such a strong hand on the river and we're going to bet, we're going to have hands that we need to
You have to
bet.
stay in a
Not
hotel there?
and I think that hand is a good candidate.
Do you live in Denver?
Yeah.
There's like no like real estate in Black Hawk.
This is not the nuts.
You can.
Like,
I think you can.
Because
And there's a lot
we're
of-
going to repile it with the ace high flush. But Gup could raise queen high flush. I mean, this also comes back to like a leveling war where he thinks that he knows that I know that he knows that type of thing.
on the weekends.
But I think in general, it's hard to make a flush. It's really hard to make runner a flush, especially second nuts versus nuts. I mean, this is such a narrow range of hands for Gup to
Those
have.
are good games. Yeah.
They live in Denver?
Yeah. Mostly live in Denver.
It's just an interestingly played
They're
hand.
just like going to the casino for the weekend.
There's no other way to describe it.
We like my
With the regs,
any questions for you?
the regs live in Denver? Like from you?
The 2-5. It's 2K cap.
Justin's mic is indeed on.
People
I
buy in
picked.
for 2K? Or like at least,
It's not as
at least like 1,000, right?
vivid
Subtle with it.
as the rest of these players. No outflopping Matt.
Ask whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's 2K and it's like relevant because there's a lot of deep stacks.
yeah, well, good.
I can hear Justin clearly.
So that's what I would love to do.
Don't know about y'all.
I'm off work. Go ski.
Justin supporters just wanting to hear more Justin.
That's the move. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
That's okay.
There's a lot of people that do
It'd
that.
be amazing.
Hiking's great in the summer.
It's not, but I want to go.
This year.
Matt taking the betting initiative now. No, in a weird spot with middle
What's
pair.
on at the casinos now is rock game, so it's like
Facing
$2,
a
$10
pot-sized bet.
and that's like almost every 2-5. I mean, it's like half and half. Yeah, winter straddle. Yeah,
Gonna
and it's
continue.
winter straddle.
That's not bad.
It's cool, and it keeps.
See how he wants to play the river.
It's an interesting structure.
It's fun.
Dude, that's actually
River's the
Why
nuts.
don't they just do?
See how Noah wants to.
Because it makes people like more comfortable. I
it
think.
makes me
It
want
makes
to
the
win the
2-5
odds
players.
that you get in the rock.
I
Right.
yeah, if we're all like.
I'll have to let Justin know
Yeah,
that
it
he has
like,
the most
makes it
supporters in
different
the
from
chat right
the
now.
5-10 game.
I played this 0-5 game they have in Reno.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does Noah ever bluff at this?
Yeah.
I mean, Matt can't call it a pair of threes.
Yeah, that's a little fun component to it.
Noah betting the best hand gets a fold. I think the question is, does Noah ever bluff at this?
Boring.
They have like a sick limit game. too.
Noah doesn't want two pair or a set to pair
I've seen
two.
it go.
That's
like,
really the
close to
value.
400, 800.
The question is, does Noah ever bluff at this? Even with a set or two pair,
It was
I don't think the
disturbing.
answer is very often.
What kind of market's out in Denver? Like,
Because Matt could have had a straight.
growing
Very easy.
finance as well, and weed and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to do like the ski. That's why I was asking. I just think it'd be fun to go out there, do
Yeah,
like skiing, play a little poker.
It's like, I don't know where you want to ski, but Vail's not super far away.
It's like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some smaller ones around there as well.
Yeah, I've gone up there quite a few times to ski like Keystone.
Yeah.
I really like Vail a lot too.
I think. Yeah, there's some close.
No one getting dealt much of anything here. Nate game's still on. Mo with my favorite hand. Gonna open it up. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Gets a walk? Well, they had nothing, so. 10-7-30 was probably the best hand dealt.
Brutal, dude. It's all good. It's all good.
Rebel, I have been to Cheddar's. I've never had their Monte Cristo. I've had 3 things from Cheddar's. I've had a chicken pot pie. I've had chicken tenders. I've had their croissant.
Looks like they have all the tables.
Yeah, there's 3
The ones they give you it. All of which were fine.
Okay.
I'm never gonna say no to Cheddar. So
It's 6 plus 2.
if that's,
The way to play it expensive.
I think I'd rather go to Cheddar's than Phillies.
You like it?
Yeah.
Play a
Or
20K pot right
Applebee's.
now. Come on.
Still expensive.
20K.
I don't have 10.
Just not a dining experience. I do often Cheddar's.
With
Or
the
the-
dead money,
or
with the
the
dead money,
other
everything should be 10.
Mentioned restaurants at Applebee's, Phillies.
Makes it a little better.
Yeah,
Not something I dine at frequently.
Yeah, that's actually quite a bit better than LA.
Yeah, LA is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Maybe tournaments out there too.
Are you a big fan of Monte Cristos? Doc with Ace King, gonna open it up.
I mean, it's a nice property. I fold before I do something stupid.
The only thing, like, I don't love the idea. Like, I think if I went out there,
No one getting dealt much of anything.
Blackhawk. Because I don't want to be driving up the mountain every day. It's like a very, like, not treacherous, but
It can
Guppy gonna fold.
It's a little secluded.
Oh, the triple straddle's on.
Why can't be as big as Mac?
And we have 2 real hands going to war. 7s versus Ace King. Docs act a lot shorter.
I've like looked.
They make this hard to navigate. 2 overs in a gut shot. Great flop for Doc. I imagine check bet. A check and a bet is in order. Don't have to go too large. Can go third pot, half pot.
It's so expensive.
Doc electing larger.
You win.
Everything about that.
Oh my, don't show me.
And HV knows.
Yeah, my rent's pretty expensive. 8 dukes compared to like Texas rent. Mamma mia.
Did that? Not good board for him.
I'm glad
Get a lot of heat.
before my hand started working. Yeah.
I played in 80.
Yeah, I just got back to Houston today. From
Should have been
Park
50
City,
big. I should have just
Utah.
ball
I
on.
just talking about.
I have 7-10.
Yeah.
I know, I bet you flipping.
I heard it.
No, I'm talking about pre-flop.
I bet you flipping.
I've actually not had a lot of Monte Cristos. I've had a couple. I can't really remember where or tell you where. Good sandwich.
Oh, there you go.
It's not what I crave.
Duke knows the strategy too.
I'm gonna grab your number.
Sandwiches are something that I really have to be
He learned it from the best.
in the mood for. And a Monte Cristo is the hardest kind of sandwich that I'd have to be in a mood for.
I don't want to do
It
that.
is delicious if done correctly.
Are you saying?
It is delicious. No, gonna open the King Jack. HV gonna light defend. Ace A6, great flop for nose range. King high is still the best.
Check dark again.
Check, check. King high is still the best. No one may stab at this now.
Easy game.
Easy game.
Easy game.
See, I'm getting exploding.
You are. You are. Don't think anymore, just know.
You're overfolding in the chat.
Yeah.
It's
I should have some check raise.
Rebel Poker. A Monte Cristo is just,
Ugh.
from what I understand,
What everything's best, man.
outside of the meat, all the other stuff is kind of fair game in terms of what the chef wants to kind of display in terms of flavor profile.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Super convenient.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand that all of them were made differently. there's a lot you can do with I think the sandwiches in terms of chef design space is pretty wide open. And I think that's cool. 'Cause it's
Working so far.
It's one of those things that
Let's play a big one.
you can get at different restaurants, have a different take, and they all be delicious. Granted, there are a lot of things where you want them kind of made the same. I don't think a Monte Cristo is that. Guppy flopping the best hand. Trip King is no one has anything else. It's gonna be really hard for someone to win this. No bet. Guppy just calling, setting a trap.
Dude, but then he won the next one.
Quad King now for Guppy. He cannot lose his hand.
Can't never beat him.
It's weird because Guppy's in this spot where he has lots of pairs and then King X's, and no one knows that. So he's gonna bet that, and now this is gonna come down to what Guppy thinks Noah thinks. Of course, we can only call here. No, not making tens full. Guppy, some of his hands that he calls with are worse than a 10. Noah's gonna go for thin value. Gonna get the bad news. I don't mind this value bet from Noah. Guppy's gonna have 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, 9s quite frequently. But once you get raised here, the jig is up. Guppy only has King X. The question is, what sizing does Guppy want to go with? The question is going to be had a lot. What sizing do these players choose?
I thought they have best hand, but then the 10 card, like, shit, my hand upgraded. It's a 4-bet pot, you know, like, you never have those kind of...
Chooses $1,000. It's a very big wager. You're hoping Noah has a hand like aces or queens. Obviously, this is a great scenario where a 10 is kind of the same thing. Noah's asking himself, does Guppy raise anything other than king here? Does he ever have any bluffs? A 10, not very high up in our range. But Guppy doesn't have a lot of 10x. He's going to have like 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s. And then King X. And the question is, does Guppy play King X this way all the time? Noah may look this up. You would think that Guppy would 3-bet a lot of his big King X's. Pre-flop. King Queen, King Jack, Ace King. A lot of those are going to get 3-bet. But this bet's confusing. Noah.
King Jack. Ooh, my bad. King Jack.
Oh, you said that? Does look it up. Guppy gets paid.
I can't beat that.
And once again, the bet just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Because you would think Guppy would 3-bet a lot of those hands. King Jack, King Queen, King 10.
How many kings can you have?
I'm talking about you.
How many kings can you have? Why would it be aces?
Never mind.
Noah going through the same thought process I did. Just what King X's does he actually have that he doesn't 3-bet? There's just not a lot of them. There really isn't. And then it comes down to how often do you think he's willing to bluff with some of his other hands? It was an unfortunate for Noah, river for Noah, because that's really what made him paid off. Because you beat a lot of his value. I don't think Guppy turns 9s into a bluff. I don't. I just don't.
What?
And I do think some of those hands 3-bet at some frequency. 9s, 8s.
Sorry, what's you?
Noah going through it this session. Unfortunate. But sometimes it'd be like that.
I don't want it. 49ers.
I'm gonna be 1,000 behind. That's this year.
Matt gets a walk with a 9-4 suited. 49er hand as he declared.
Yeah, I want to go to a game.
New game?
New nick game has been declared too.
1,000?
New nick game has been declared. I don't even know who won the last one, to be honest. Hard for me to remember.
Yeah.
No reloading for 1,000. Can't sit super short in this game. Make a hand, you want to get paid.
Adding on. Oh, I won't even add on. But
Come on.
Matt joking that he's adding on.
no, I gotta save 500.
Him and HV are neck and neck. He could add on the match. HV, he'd just add on whatever he wants.
I'm gonna call my parents, see if we can loosen up the trust fund a little bit and get some more dollars in the game.
Let me do it. 60.
Salmon with a trust fund joke. Don't know if he's being serious or joking. Sometimes with Salmon, you don't know. You just don't know.
Nar. Nara.
Justin,
Another 1,000, okay.
little card dead getting in the mix. I like the 3-bet. Mo probably gonna go a set mining.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you.
His shower
All black.
lessons going as opposed to teaching this better.
Great flop for 2 6s.
Nash, I lied to you.
You don't
Pair and a
have to
gut shot.
administrative stuff.
Justin gonna see bet this flop. He's gonna get looked up. The question is how. Does Mo think he has the best hand?
Yeah, your hours are amazing.
Is he gonna raise? Is he just gonna call? He's just gonna call.
You have any
A
of the
5 on the turn,
same-
give a 6 or a 5. He's for sure in love with. 4 is not a bad card either. Does Justin want to continue telling the story? Because this is probably the best. This is the best card in the deck if you have aces, kings, or queens. I would continue betting this with aces, kings, or queens. Mo revering the straight, in love with his hand now.
For Houston poker.
Gonna go for value. Gonna target those over pairs to check back for comp control. I imagine Mo's
know what
gonna
Ethan
be
said?
fairly
It's
like, I
large.
got okay, February?
February? Okay, gotta really open on next guy.
Ethan.
Ethan's playing a ton of hours or something.
Hey, that's what he told me. He gonna play a ton of hours.
Quick fold from Justin.
Where's
Too high, not gonna do it.
From here?
Good pickup from Mo. Gonna show the hand, get rid of his nib button.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean,
Work on the.
I was gonna go ahead and have lasted the turn there.
Bovada.
I'm not folding.
I got it.
Yeah.
He's in the last
He's
back
gonna try and flash this 100 big blind fucking GTO bullshit with HB and not
I like it. Bring all the GTO players here.
HB is gonna be 3-bet with like 3.
I'm just gonna play street poker. You play GTO, good for you.
Who wins usually?
What do you mean?
Street poker or GTO?
Street poker because they put more money in the pot.
GTO, if you do it perfect.
Yesterday was street
What do you
poker.
think GTO means then?
Okay, no. So, let's put it this way. If you're gonna
This is a very interesting discussion that they're having about GTO versus street poker. GTO, for those that don't know, watching the stream means game theory optimal. And what it is in ideal set of circumstances for a small buy-in size. These players are entirely too deep to realize the true GTO. Your plays are optimal, like theoretically optimal. You're bluffing just the right amount. You're value betting just the right amount. Your bet sizing reflects that. And one of the problems with true GTO or even player realized GTO is that it only works realistically if the other person is playing
that's why I like it.
fundamentally the same way. GTO has a hard time. It still works well against non-optimal play, but it's not perfect. No longer GTO, and I think GTO is also used way too liberally.
This is fun.
It's a whole set of topics I could divulge into. Emin calling with a gut shot, an ace high. Still ace high way the best hand. Theory versus street poker is always fun though, because there are lots of players who have lots of theoretically sound building blocks in background and put that into play. Then there are lots of players who use that plus whatever street poker smarts you want to call it. It's good to mix it both. I think being a robot is not great.
I would have won out of 5.
Very interesting.
It's an interesting debate. Interesting conversation to talk about theory versus non-applied.
I'm gonna go back to my
Or-
old street poker tomorrow.
I guess street poker is just the best way to call it. It's just gut feeling poker. What do y'all like in chat? Do y'all like good theoretically sound poker,
I just can't ever win, bro.
or do y'all like the good street poker where you think someone has this hand and you can bluff them off of it?
It is very serious, bro. We take it serious. My brothers, they take it serious.
His family's all
His
pro.
family.
HB saying he's got a mad big family of poker players. Not gonna raise the king nine off of his knit button. This gonna be a 3-bet with the $40 straddle on for sure. Three bet, the only way to continue here. Call is not great. Fold is fine. Exploitative is a good way to describe it. But I don't think a lot of street poker is exploitative. Exploitative.
When my dad doesn't work, he still play poker. When my dad doesn't work, he still play poker on the weekend.
Rebel Poker, sorry you're not having a fun time in chat. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. Looks like a 4-bet was had for, and Salmon fold the best hand.
I know for sure.
That gets rid of his knit button. Next up.
And he would love to
Hope you have a good evening. Well, always a pleasure to have you in chat.
I think that's the same suit that he always 4-bet me with. I think 9 clubs. I think the club hit more than the other 3 suits.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Right, the worst hand.
Exploitative poker is a very interesting topic too. It's not quite street poker.
That'd be disgusting.
It's a little deeper than that. Because exploitative poker requires you to have some fundamental basic or some fundamental understanding. Period. Street poker doesn't necessarily require that.
He called me. I 4-bet jammed, and he called me with ace-6 off.
I got 3/4, and I have ace-10 off.
Knock with the pair.
I'm supposed to have aces there.
I don't. I never have aces. I really don't.
HV's lying. The last time I played with him, he definitely had aces, and I bluffed right into him for my entire stack.
How many buttons that? Oh,
HV's a liar. He does get aces.
Anything. Us two just like waiting for aces, Sam blasting, he's gonna lose it too.
Perhaps.
I'm like contemplating my decisions of the last 10 minutes.
Saying the guy that playing jacks plus. I haven't seen him show down one hand less than jacks.
You're right.
The last 2 times he showed down jacks.
Jack, that's the only hand there's something. And 4 deuce suited.
Yeah.
4 deuce suited is the
Yeah. Duke folded into the straight. I flopped it.
You flopped straight?
He figured you would have like all the aces and kings limping on button, you know?
I would. Maybe. He doesn't know my nickname strategy. What is that the?
Guppy, ace jack suited, great hand.
What a joke.
Doc, 5-3 suited, love it. Salmon,
joke.
10-7 suited, really love it.
Or today.
Let's see, ace jack of spades.
I love your news.
Justin getting in with the queen 3 off,
Is that working?
getting in the mix.
The last 4 times you open, you got 4-bet, 3-bet.
Yeah, sometimes you run that, man.
he's not used to it.
Whole lot of nada for most everybody. Queen 3 connects the best.
Exactly.
Guppy with
I live by that.
an over, a gut shot in the backdoor flush draw, and the betting lead gonna bet. I don't imagine Justin's gonna fold his pair at this point in time. You don't call the queen 3 to
Sometimes
fold when you make a
just know
pair.
how I always just don't have
I
it.
don't. Dude.
Or should you?
He's like, he actually just has
Big turn for the Gupster.
I just feel
Picks up
like
additional
I actually
outs.
thought you were strong there.
Guppy gonna put pressure on this turn. This is one of those turns that you just want to keep betting.
I'd have bet.
Merge with your big hand.
That's
That's very large here,
But I
too.
wouldn't live with myself in your league.
Especially since Guppy can't have Justin can't have Jackson suited.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
But it's like not a strong read. I just thought you leaned a little bit strong. Like
Guppy
the way
going
it
real
is.
big. I like the sizing.
That's all.
It's Justin to fold the best hand. We'll show it.
Yeah.
good hand.
Ace Jack.
I like it. Big turn for
They're
him.
gonna flop the Royal promotion here. Are they?
Only in the tournaments.
Only tournaments?
Oh, right, Nash? Only in the tournaments?
I don't even know what the whole.
What's the tournament today?
Time to flop Royal?
Oh wow, that's not terrible. That'll still be 2K. Yeah, 2K. Like 2.5.
30.
30.
HV opening it up. Suited wheel ace. Love it. Players with a bunch of nada. Mo
Gotta be.
suited Broadway ace. Gonna bump it up.
Yeah, I think he put his money where his mouth was. You know.
No, same hand as Mo, just not suited.
Yeah, he blocked big.
Gonna hit the muck. Only one ace left in the deck if it flops. Could be interesting.
Oh, he had 240.
HV knocked. HV is gonna put it in the 4-bet.
So you know, yeah, I mean,
But then he kind of after he's
Gonna take over the betting initiative.
24.
Mo not incredibly deep.
I knew it was over.
I imagine he knows HV super wide. His hands are pretty. He may want to peel.
Lock.
Got a decision here.
Texas was strong after that.
HV could be doing this with a lot of hands. Does decide to just let it go. HV gets away with murder. Making Mo fold the best hand. HV knows Mo is a very capable player. Mo likes to 3-bet instead of just call to enter the pots a lot.
Big lay down.
That's why he elected.
No way. Ace queen suited? Jack?
Something like that.
Something like
Can you
that.
beat that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Check it out in 15 minutes. Aces.
HV knew exactly where he was at. I don't think Mo would have folded jacks though.
Check that in 5 seconds.
I think that's way too incredibly tight. Ace 10 suit is kind of
How
on
would
the
you
cusp.
call Asian aces?
4x in position.
HV explaining Asian aces.
How does that work? Oh, yeah,
He was out.
How did that 2 bucket on Monday get so good? I just walked
That'd be terrible. That'd be terrible in position.
It's kind of weird size.
HV with the $20 straddle.
There's no such thing as
Not folding a suited big lick.
I was seat 6 or something.
Salmon gonna open it up here with his nip button. Try and get a.
You know,
It wasn't actually.
I left pretty soon after.
That's kind of a weird pump fake from Salmon. Noah with his nip button on the button gonna open up.
I didn't see the
You don't see that a lot very often. The old pump fake.
Yeah, but it's
HV's gonna defend this for sure. No, with the betting lead though, can represent a lot. 2 hearts would have been interesting because Salmon folded 2 hearts.
Oh, it's the Asian guy.
Would have flopped way the best hand, King High. Now Noah's domination rotated HV. Gonna bet and take it down.
All it took was a wing?
Wait, who has buttons?
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Justin still with his button. Jason still with his button.
Yo, did you see all that speed play that went on? I got him to fold, gave him a wing.
That was a 6
That
play.
just run that back, clip that. That was perfect. That gets put in the book.
No, can you name
We're not clipping anything, Noah.
Got to fold out of him. Got to fold out of him. Woo!
I think I just got angled real hard.
That was a master class.
That was actually brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. That's like some Charlie Carroll level.
Emma would have won the hand too. And
He was gonna raise it,
Emma
let him have
has his nip
before
button
he
too.
folded. So
Yeah,
I
he
could
would've
open the button and
gotten
then
rid of
give
his
him
nip
a
button and
little
won the hand.
wing.
Had he
He's like, I don't
decided
play this hand
to quit
anymore.
that.
They'll clip it though for you, so you can rewatch it back anytime.
We're not clipping anything for anyone, Noah.
I can't even fucking believe it.
Talk about some street poker right there, boys.
I cannot fucking believe it.
Did he just fold on his nip button?
HV gonna see a flop. Button versus straddle.
This is a setup. You setting me up.
Pair versus no pair. Justin's gonna have to manifest this one to win this hand. Very capable of doing it. HV not going anywhere with middle pair. Good kicker. Turn could be interesting. 7 or 3. 3 makes this very interesting now. Justin can now keep on the pressure. I think he should. All the deuces are dead though. Looking for a 7 and a 7 alone. I would like to see an overbet here. Something large. You're really trying to get hearts and a jack to fold. An ace is not going to fold to any size bet here. HV going to look this sizing up though. Don't blame him. Justin with a nip button. Trying to get rid of it. Justin needs a 7. That's a terrible run out for Justin's hand. He could rep hearts though. And with just 6 high, you kind of have to. HV with no heart in his hand. Disaster river. Justin fading the snap call probably feels pretty good now. HV knows that Justin's repping pretty thin. Repping straights, 2 pairs, and flushes and sets. Pretty thin. Justin's not going to be betting ace-king here, ace-queen. He's just going to check that back. HV could have those. No, but I mean, if Justin's raising the 6-5 off, he has a lot of hands here. I think Justin could have gone a little bit larger. HV makes the call. Ready to fold. Gets shown 6 high. That is not a winner. Does not get shown anything. HV just wins. Good hero call by HV. Good pickup. Justin not having a lot work for him. Just kind of at the mercy of the cards. The moves he's making not working out. Sometimes it'd be like that too. I mean, I like the gung-ho-ness behind that bluff. I would have preferred a slightly larger size on the river. Make it super polarizing. Good pickup by HV. 20 straddle's probably going to be on for the rest of the night. Nick game's still going. Salmon just folding ace high. No one having much of anything else. Guppy waking up with a real hand in the small blind. HV gonna 3-bet the suited king in position.
Same old, man. Yeah. All the same faces.
And these two players are gonna battle.
Dylan's over here turning quads on my ass. I'm still paying him.
HV flopping
Call there too. So sick.
really well.
Perfect call down hand. Like,
Gonna see bet,
really
gonna
good
take
start.
it.
Ooh, this kid's really got
I don't think
guts.
Guppy's gonna get out of line here floating with king 10 high. He
I
could.
thought about it, but I was calling.
It's
The
just gonna
second
be
he put
so
the raise,
hard
I knew
to
I was calling too.
realize. Better king high,
perfect
folds,
call down.
worse king high. Takes it down.
You'll see it on the screen. You'll see it on the screen.
Justin needing to get some traction. He's still got his nib button too. His stack size is a great stack size in the Nick game.
I took my time with it.
Let's go to our
but
dealer change.
The second you raised, I knew as soon as I put the bet in, I was calling the raise.
We play the game on Monday usually. So.
The game at 10.
Off his back.
When Matt's back, it's back.
Yeah, it's, everyone wants to play. Usually the
It's alright, I'll jump on after the stream. If they let me. Like last time. After the stream, they let me jump on. You don't
I don't
want
know
me?
why I can't never be a bluff.
It's not up to
I
me.
think it's a pretty reasonable
I know.
spot to bluff.
Wait. Let's... Right here. Let's go full.
Excuse me for a second. I'll let y'all enjoy the nice dabblings of HV in company.
Let me ask you this. Do you think they want you? That's the question you should ask yourself.
Last time they did.
Give everyone a trial.
Trial what?
Let's leave it at that.
I want a trial.
Alright, never mind. I'm not getting invited back.
That'll give something. I'll just say that.
Straddle 20.
Oops.
Live 20.
I'm gonna be outlaw 2.0 in that game.
Where's that one? Twofold, threefold.
Sam said he's. Tell me what you.
He's got a coffee table at home, but it's made out of 10K bricks. He sits on the couch. He's got outlaw. He's watching the stream back, you know, kind of reliving some of the big hands. You know, like
He's reliving the royal flush.
Yeah,
I think he's got that royal flush hand on repeat. Also, the one against Viet, where he top set.
That was sick.
Honestly, I love the one where he gets scooped in the double board PLO bomb pot, and he's like, I had the front door, and Viet's like, but I have a 7.
That was a crazy hand too.
That hand was
off that day.
Dude, Viet was in such bad shape, dude.
Yeah, what was the? You ever like?
They all flopped the nuts
Yeah, they
on
had
one
the nuts
board. They
on
all
one.
had 10-8. Kai went runner clubs on the board. They all had the nuts on, and
Viet had a 7.
Viet had a
Pair.
7, but Caleb had like
A better redraw on everything. Yeah.
front door flush, back door flush, redraw to a straight,
Yeah,
something
I
like
remember
that.
Caleb probably hit the best hand and tied number 2. Like as in like hands you would have won. Then he went all in. There's like Caleb tied and Viet.
That's why you don't play.
I thought Caleb's hand was the best.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Caleb tied Viet.
Oh yeah.
Here's the best.
Yeah, you would want Caleb's hand there, 100 out of 100
think
times.
so.
They've been playing holding board 8, they waiting for a hand.
Yeah, he doesn't have that in
They try to
highlight.
have 4 cards.
No,
here,
no,
they
I
just-
know, I
they
know,
drop
but
one stick on one board,
if
they
we're
just
just
go
playing
crazy.
back to highlights
Or
of
like
everybody.
flop
Remember he
straight.
like jammed
That's why it's so crazy to like put
crazy
a one
hand
hand
goes
PLO
on
in
with
like
like
10K
8
deep, you know.
like Jack 10 deuce
They
3
need some
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like snap call. He like did like 8. I don't know. It was a big bet.
It was 10K.
10K bet.
And he got snapped by ace high.
Snap call.
Ace high.
Yeah.
Ace high. It's on the real.
For real.
It's a short.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Some nights I stay
That was crazy. There's some other.
Ohio State -6. Yeah, I like Texas in the points, man.
I'm a Texas fan, so it's easy to bet.
I like Texas. I bet. I mean, I'm the worst sports bettor in the world, so don't take my advice. But I take Texas on the points.
It seems like the sharp
It
bet.
seems like the public will bet Texas.
No, to me it feels like the public will bet Ohio State, dude. They just beat the number
The
one.
narrative is that Ohio State's put up. The Ohio State's put up.
People like
I don't understand anything of what they are talking
Ohio
about.
State's put up.
I mean,
I think the public will bet Ohio
I know who
State,
the
but we
teams
can
are,
look
but
it up.
that's
We can
not
actually
where
do
my
a bet
knowledge
on
is.
who the public. I would be more interested to bet on that.
I am 3-0 in sports betting lifetime, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
There will be
Bet on a
probably
random
really
Rocket
good
game,
money in
a Super
Texas.
Bowl,
Kurt bettors will
I think
bet.
another random Rocket game.
I think that the guys who are drunk in the sports book, they're betting Ohio
But that's
State.
not true.
Alright,
I
we
went to,
we've
that's
about
my
Texas so
reason
much
that
now.
I
I'm like
lost
very certain Ohio State is going to cover.
Yeah.
The
Maybe
two
we're the public
the
now.
two worst sports bettors in the room are all over this Texas thing. I think Ohio State's the way to go now.
Josie, you talking about the bald guy or the dude with a lot of hair?
You got buttons, Sam?
Sure, Noah. Not gonna complete. It's only a $10 straddle this hand. It's kind of hard to see limped pots in these hands. Matt holding big lick. Queen high gets it through. Bald guy's Noah. I'll let him know.
I had a live read.
Oh, it's fair.
I think so.
I didn't do the best job.
That's Noah.
No more
Noah-
buttons, right, y'all?
Can I get a Coke Zero? Glasses ice too.
Noah's got that great,
Oh yeah.
very
You did that to me one time.
well-rounded voice, like
We're in a splash pod.
Island?
when
no,
he
I like
speaks.
went in and you just like jammed with like terrible.
It's not-
hands, and you were like, I know you
it's
never
very
did
aesthetically
good.
pleasing, I
And
guess.
then you like
Yeah.
put your cards
I
down.
guess that's what you're getting
Like,
after.
Just like how I did. Like, bam.
Not too high, not too low. I don't know. I don't really judge people for voices, unless they're
What they
singing.
say.
If I'm singing, none of y'all are gonna like my voice.
For no
It's
one
terrible.
today?
Good luck, Noah.
It's your turn, Noah.
Of course not. I've told y'all so many times, this is the best part of poker right here. There needs to be action in front of me though. Y'all can just fold to me though. That'd be okay.
Getting a walk.
Nice pack.
I'd take a walk.
Guppy gonna limp the queen seven. Does he still have his nip button?
It's HV money too.
HP Gaming Pro missed Noah's hair. So do I.
When people go crazy in this
The first time I saw him with that haircut, I had to do like a quadruple take. It was his choice. He wanted to do it. Guppy flopping away the best of it. See if HB wants to keep betting. Doesn't. Guppy still with way the best of it. Don't know really how he wound up here with queen 7 without a nip button. The fold. Realize he doesn't have a nip button.
Queen 7? Queen 7? Queen 7? Off Queen 7-0? Woo! No respect.
That was very interesting play by Guppy, but he did win the pot. Did win the pot. It's the most interesting play I've seen tonight on the stream. Limp call, queen 7. Obviously flopped the best hand, but still.
The first one was.
Power opens, man.
I mean, that's a good question. I have shaved my head bald once, and everybody I know that was 30 years older than me just asked me why. Like, what? Why? Like, and it's not the why because they wanted an answer. It's the whys and like, why would you ever do that? Why? Because I had hair. They're like, why would you get rid of it? So just why? I didn't look bad bald. I was surprised my head was very round. Because apparently that's a thing, that when you shave your head bald, not everybody's head is spherical. Some people got some funny shaped heads out there. Noah, his head's pretty spherical. That's good. Not everybody's head that's spherical.
You don't coordinate the outfit or something?
He's not bald though.
I didn't even realize this until just now.
Just really short hair.
You sure? You sure yours is better?
That's true, XP. Who cares? It's hair. Just grow it back. Grow it back, you know. People who do care are the ones that don't have hair.
You guys both look like 20-some-year-old guys that are on their day off.
Oh, was it on TNT?
Justin's got a lot of hair. That's about how much hair Noah had when he shaved it off. I actually thought Noah had lost a crop. When he shaved his head. He just said, no, that's what he wanted to do. Guppy with queens, waking up with something. Getting snap called. HV with eights looking for a revenge rain. Matt gonna call. Oh, Matt gonna 3-bet the 9-8 suited. Let's see how Guppy wants to play this. A 4-bet is most definitely in order. Let's see what sizing he wants to choose. These players are incredibly deep. They could very well take a flop. Matt just folds. Does not want to play.
Well, you guys have the bet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had way more hair than that. But I'm saying, just in general, that's even Justin's hair is a lot to take off. So, yeah, it was probably just over ear length is the best way to describe it for all of it. I mean, that's long. It's just over ear length. I've never had my hair that long. I'm curious. I would like to grow it out that long. Maybe I'll do that now.
But
grow my hair out that long.
Michael.
Hopefully, my beautiful wife will let me grow out my hair that long. Actually, I think she would like it that
Yeah, it's true.
longer.
Yeah,
That was a crazy session.
I had to make a big fold to Matt that day. Big fold.
I don't know how.
Where's Matt playing? Is he playing Valor?
No, this was an SF.
I know, but like now is he
Even
Guppy just folding deuces.
Michael is placing.
Can't be folding pairs out here. Even though HV wakes up with a bigger pair. Matt gonna 3-bet again with King 7 suited. Once again, he's running to the goods. Not gonna work.
I go there, I think it's pretty good.
HV gonna call. Gonna play a flop out of position with a good big hand. Jack's still way the best hand. Not gonna let go now. Matt's gonna have a lot of nonsense. That's good for HV to call at least one bet. Club, really the only way Matt's gonna keep blasting. A king, he would very much check back. Club, he would blast. 5 is an interesting card because HV is not gonna fold a queen ever. Clean run out for the jacks. HV, the only real way he can get value here is by letting Matt bluff. I don't think Matt's gonna call with a 10. I don't think he's gonna call with ace high. I think really you just want to kind of let him hang himself, but he went for value. Got none. Best hand. I feel like in these games, especially, you want to let players who are capable of bluffing, you want to give them a lot of opportunities to bluff. As many as you can. I think that's something that's underrated in poker, is letting people bluff.
It's like kind of like a nerdy one.
With Michael Jordan?
No. Just, NBA podcast.
Oh.
It's just a nerdy one. Yes, they did a pod on the worst contracts in the NBA right now.
King queen for salmon.
Contracts.
Did they think it was Caruso?
King and a queen hit the buck, but it's okay. Hand's still worth a raise.
It's got dumped on prime.
No
I
one.
think it's like a small one.
Oh, big hand for HV. Most active player at the table this session.
Spencer, can I see those
Probably gonna
bluffs?
get looked up too.
I just want to play with them. Just throw me all of them. Just in case.
Doesn't just releases it.
Oh, yeah. They both, yeah. You wanna guess who-
Players not really wanting to play super loose post flop
I
in 3-bet pops with each other.
you got a very big.
Especially since the players are very capable of, not giving up. They just want to make sure that their hands are a little bit stronger.
I thought about like.
I don't blame them for that.
It might have been bigger.
Tough lineup.
I was just thinking maybe the nerds.
All good players.
Like, it's not, they don't love the contract.
Yeah, because like the nerds don't like that. I do.
Yeah. Is this the right one?
Dude, is like,
Dude, is this the right game?
Yeah, it's coming up. Thanks.
you're just kind of getting old.
The fact that you're asking me about this
Like, it's
helps.
a little dicey. They're like, well, he may not even like start for you in like 2 years. He doesn't even start, like, he doesn't, I mean, close games. He doesn't even close games all the time.
HV away from the table.
So, no.
Old ace jack suited. Would have had ace jack suited in the straddle.
Yeah, he was
I was gonna say maybe.
Justin with a pair.
I was gonna say possibly.
Lets it
Curry.
go. Oh no, HV
Even
does
though-
have.
well, just I don't
Just
know.
gonna call.
No, he wasn't even
No,
talking.
not because
Jamal
not
or-
because
Not
I
gonna
think it's a
fold
bad
induced.
because
Not gonna cut it.
the nerds.
Kings versus ace jack suited. I'm
Curry's
surprised.
still a
he doesn't
very,
fold
like,
threes.
he's not like a top 10 player this year.
Not a great hand,
Top 20
but
for sure.
He's the best player
ace
ever.
jack high versus queens. Queens love this flop.
Jamal
The bet.
What is contract?
HV can float. You can also fold.
They mentioned
HV doesn't like giving up though. He will call. Looking for not that card.
He was an old standby.
Gonna check. I think Matt's gonna check this back. Yeah. A little pot control.
I mean, Damian Lillard's contract is probably
Ace high.
bad.
Trying to get to showdown.
Yeah, Damian Lillard.
Not gonna see if he can go for a little bit of value. He's gonna go for some value
He
now.
doesn't have too many years, so it makes it not terrible.
Okay. No. It's.
He's got like 2 years left.
He would definitely defend
Yeah.
ace.
For like
Next
60 million.
Queen also
60
be
million.
right.
60.
He's
Yeah,
very
but
janky
it's like,
for
well,
first
it's like 2
players.
years.
You flop top pair, you're in a lot of
Like
trouble.
Jamal Murray's getting
usually.
paid 50 million. for, like, next
The other hands are much more straightforward to play.
He's like
7-8 suited, you don't flop a draw. Throw in the muck. You don't flop trips, throw in the muck. You don't flop 2 pair, throw in the muck. You flop top pair, you can call 1 bet. Don't improve, throw in the muck. Very simple to play. Top pair with king
And the
queen,
thing, of course,
much
is
harder to play
Jokic on the
because
court.
it's such a
Everybody,
strong top pair.
They're like,
So
okay,
folding
he's
king queen off to
like
3
far
bet,
and away the
very
best
normal.
player in the NBA for the last 5 years, but
Very
even the last,
reasonable.
like even this year.
But when players are this good and capable of 3 betting super light,
One's a guard.
a lot of it just becomes like a leveling.
Thank God.
I don't know. Did you like that video I sent you?
Yeah.
Hard should win the. I mean, really should have. He got screwed out of that one.
He's been breaking it once.
I get why.
Tish,
but
and Jack off on the button.
They mentioned he was actually number 5.
$20
Wise up
straddle.
there too now. He's turned into a really
Just because he
good-
doesn't play.
They just extended him to it.
Did they really?
HV gonna 3-bet.
Yeah.
And with king queen off, this is a good example. You'd much rather be the aggressor than the person defending.
I mean, he doesn't. Thing is like.
Dude, he's
these two
won-
players
he
have
played
a
really
ton of
well
history.
in San Antonio, and won a title there, and then had 1 year in
4-bet
Toronto.
incoming.
He played amazing.
HV
Yeah,
and Tish
yeah,
loves
he's
to play
amazing.
top of each other. They love to battle.
Very good, but he just can't
Tish
sell.
getting a bluff.
Hey, we're all
through,
here, Nick game
gets HV
time.
to flip the best hand.
Who was gonna guess that one?
There's a guard, shooting guard. In the
They get
west.
stacked in the Nick game.
You still owe
New Nick game.
If you leave before the game's over, you can go.
But if you get stacked,
Also,
still up.
also
Still got
saying
it.
another reason is he's playing better this season, but he has that no trade clause. So you
I mean, of
can't
course,
even
if you lost it
dump
beforehand,
it, you don't like it. That's really bad.
if you lose the button,
New Nick
before you
game
get
on.
stacked, and then you get stacked, you
Great to
obviously
see.
don't know because you lost your button.
right,
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, number 2.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
got
not
no
a
trade
fan.
clause.
Not a fan.
Beal or him?
The thing about Beal, man, I thought Beal was. They had trade rumors about him for like 7 years, and if you had gotten him 7 years ago,
Yeah, like
it would have been awesome.
he would have been okay. Yeah.
No, I think it.
Awesome.
Dude's not
I
gonna cut
think
it. We haven't had a 7
Beal
years
was
game
good,
on stream
man.
in a while.
Beal was good.
Unbiased to like
Beal was
him,
good.
but I don't like him. He's very good.
250?
Obviously,
With those very, we have a collision incoming. Big hand versus big hand.
Center in the west.
HV most aggressive 3-better here. Noah with an overpair, gonna call. They're gonna take a flop.
They actually meant
10 high would be disastrous.
Maybe it's
Top set for HV, he's got the check mark.
that
Noah
rookie.
still gonna like his hand on this flop for at least 1 bet.
Yeah,
HV sizing gonna be very important here.
I guess maybe only.
I think he's, once again, for the sizing, you just have to call with jacks. He's gonna be stabbing so wide. A jack would be a disaster return card. Close, not. HV gonna
This is
get
kinda
tricky
sick. I
and
feel like
check. Noah's hands,
I wouldn't-
a lot of his, I like this check. A lot of Noah's strong hands are gonna bet here, so you can get a check raise in, and a lot of Noah's weak hands are just gonna take the river. And versus those pairs, you're
West Coast.
you've smashed. Let's see how HV wants to proceed. That's a pretty big sizing. I think Jack's no heart is a bet.
Yeah, I know, but they say.
HV's gonna have lots of heart draws, but I think ace high draws and stuff would continue. HV just gonna continue to play it slow
Say, he's like really bad on defense.
and clean run out for the queens. If Noah has the 1 king jack,
40 maybe. Or 40.
if Noah had the 1 king jack of hearts, so be it.
5.
Top set, good enough for that pot. HV really trying to set the trap on that river. Really looking to go for that check raise on the river. I like the way he played it. He made the most. I think if he bet flop, bet turn, Noah folds turn.
I guess he hasn't played in a while.
But mixing top set in with a check, good balance. Well done.
Other names are like
Well played. Got the most.
Vucevic, Zach Levine.
Hard to make a pair, let alone a set.
Yeah, that's great.
Even the extension they gave Galen.
How many years does Van Fleet have?
Justin just looking to ace-10 with the Nick game. That's surprising. His stack size is not the greatest for that. But still, it's a little tight. Matt opening up ace-king off, of course.
That's kind of sad.
Matt gets a walk with ace-king.
You would limp.
I don't know, if I'm ever in the Nick game and I get a walk with ace-king and get rid of my Nick button, I'll call that a win. I'll call that a win.
Pistons, no one.
Oh, Zion.
Oh yeah. They were talking.
Guppy, HV at the top of the leaderboard, Tish up there too. Matt has about 1.5 more than what's said because the stream reset. Noah throwing the party, he's got about 1.5 more than what's said down there at the bottom. Justin down 1.5. Doc down 1. I don't think he needs to loosen up that much. He's already shown he's capable of making moves and everything. I think the hand range just needs to be expanded. I don't think ace off was too loose of an open. I think with the Nick game, you can already open up a little bit more. It's just unfortunate when the hand distributions come out like this. Yeah, ace-10 off, raise, you want to be the aggressor.
It's like 4 years.
Doc showing the goods, it's suited.
I think he.
Yeah, the Clippers did win.
Yeah, that was he was expiring. Free.
I think Justin's playing fine. He's just been on the unfortunate end of variance. Trying to make moves when people have a hand. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just bluff into the
Right there, that's it.
and then sometimes you just don't get dealt hand. That's part of poker. Explaining that to people is always a fun time. Where don't you just wait?
Score. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't know what.
Everyone plays garbage hands.
Okay.
Question is, how frequently do you do it? See?
He's a point guard or more shooter.
Ace 10 gonna open it up. Gonna win.
Does Van Fleet? No, I wouldn't. I mean, he's a dog, but I don't know. I just think. I mean, every time he's old, but like you know, then he'll get. But in the playoffs, you like I don't know how he does it. Like he'll last few years.
I'm coming behind you guys. Don't peek. Don't peek.
Mercy of the cards is a real thing.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, at the end of the day, if you don't get dealt a hand, it's going to be very hard to win. Guppy now with aces.
Love it.
Speaking of getting dealt a hand,
With the timeline too. Like Booker would be. I think that would.
nines for Mo. Gonna run into it. Gonna play it passively, just call set mine. Noah gonna see a flop with a6 suited. Justin, even with the stack size, I think this is a peel. We have a button. We're trying to get rid of it. Everybody kind of has a piece here. Guppy gonna size down. Gonna bet a third pot. Could very much get looked up by both of these players. I think Noah can fold once Mo calls.
Yeah, but maybe that would be okay. You know, the offense.
I think garbage in some spots is acceptable. I think 7-6 offsuit would have been acceptable here. I like Noah. Turning 8-6 of diamonds into a bluff, blocking middle set.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Goopy has nowhere to go with aces.
Yeah, 22. But he's bad at
It's part of the game.
Usage
Being
rate is
patient.
pretty
You
high.
can't force things. I'm guilty. I think every poker player in history is guilty of trying to force things when you just don't need to force things.
Yeah.
Wait, time. Life is one long poker session.
Nolan Howard is great. And Zubak is really good. He's actually, I think, one of the most. He's very good, underrated player.
Guppy thinking through his options. Fold is most definitely not going through his head. Call or raise. Fold? I am shocked. I'm gonna have to have a talk with Guppy here. That's Noah got away with murder there. That's murder. That's getting away with murder.
Yes, I promise
That
you
is
that's the rule.
absolutely
I
insane.
No, you have to win the hand, I swear to God. Yeah, I swear to God. That's the game.
Absolutely insane.
I promise you, bro.
Noah can, when you see bet, Noah can check raise all of his straight draws, turn some of his pairs into bluffs.
Playing bad, I figured might as well play really bad. Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead.
I don't mind. Noah's saying you play really bad. I don't really mind it.
It was more involved than that.
I am aware of
I had middle pair and bluff opportunity. Loaded.
Yeah, you did want to do something at one time. We were
Dylan?
there.
That's a very, very snug lay down.
And you were like,
Gupster. Yeah, that's. I agree.
You know, so you
I'm kind of shocked to see him lay that down.
You make a bad call at 8-6 of diamonds, and the window card's a 7 of diamonds, your eyes light up, you know?
right.
Play bad, get rewarded.
Tish gonna 3-bet.
What?
Mo's hand is terrible.
Oh, that's all I needed to see. I have 8-6 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds in the window. What's not to love? The rest of the flop doesn't even matter.
No, it is right though. Do y'all ever get way too excited about a hand? Especially like what he was explaining, where you have the 8-6 of diamonds, you see that window card, and you're like, "Oh, that's me." It's the 7 of diamonds, then it's King Jack. It's way too excited. Perfect window card.
Go to college. Ready to go.
I don't know any of that.
Probably happens way too often for me.
Minnesota.
He had a twin brother.
Yeah.
He also went to college at the same time.
No. Kenyon?
Kevin. No, not Kevin. That was a different guy.
He plays for the Hornets.
I don't know who his brother
Cody
was.
Martin. Yeah.
Cody,
yeah.
Cody.
Kobe.
Cody.
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 Cody, yeah.
Cody.
Cody.
Yeah, they both.
Salmon, now his turn with the ace-10.
You watch any of the Christmas games? Your family doesn't like put on TV.
In the best.
Good luck.
Thank you.
HB, 9-2 of spades, defending. Flops nada. Needs runners.
Okay.
Gonna go bet fold.
You're good, HB.
Knit button relinquished. Do you think someone's
Wasn't even a bet much.
getting back to him?
You breathe on that flop and folding.
I think Guppy should be given a knit button back for that ace fold.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
I don't say that too often, but
Offense production.
we need to at least see a turn.
Yeah, like how the old guys. Oh, yeah. I like how they always hit the thud.
Yeah.
You know, they never throw it in. They like hands on like a little. Yeah.
Maybe outdoors and indoors.
Outdoors. Mondays, Saturdays.
I'll probably do it.
$20 straddle on Matt opening up nines. No, gonna 3-bet this. These two players are going to war.
Plays in Minnesota.
No.
Not a lot of kings left in the deck.
That's my first guess.
Yeah, I thought that's a good guess.
2 of them folded.
Give us the conference. Which conference?
Matt gonna peel for sure.
Well,
Nine's way out in front right now.
well might be, and also basketball.
This flop's still way out in front.
Okay, it's either Mountain West or Whack.
Small c-bet in order. A little
It's the Mountain
larger than I
West.
thought.
It's the
Two, half pot. Matt, overpair, not going anywhere just yet.
Good guess, but no.
Noah looking for an ace, king, or queen to really bluff.
Gambling is legal in the state.
Jack is not a bad card to bluff either. Matt doesn't have a lot of jacks. Matt's hand's still too strong to give up at this point in time. Matt now knows he probably has the best hand. The question is how to get the most money, and I think it's to let Noah bet. Matt does indeed do that. Noah
They were doing their thing.
can either go unbelievably large and give up. And does give up. Another good pickup by Matt. Well played. I think both players played the hand fine.
Behind HP. You double me up.
Okay.
So you lost faith in me.
Doc acting
You want me?
HV to double him up. Matt apparently
Golden
was
State's a lock.
the person he asked first.
That's pretty. 10 seconds away. They're up 7.
They have to tell you. I was going to bet the under.
It's locked. I mean,
I wonder how often I've asked someone to double me up, and they've said, "Sure, I'll double you up." If they've actually doubled me up.
I can't believe you
Can't be
hammered
too
the bet
often.
that I told you I would not bet on.
But I wonder if it's ever happened.
Game, and then the one I
It's
told
weird.
you,
I don't.
the one I told you I put
It's
infinite
weird
on.
for me to bet more on the over under than the 13.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like weird. Feels too degenerate.
I just was way more confident that.
Mo, beautiful king 10 suited with your knit button.
Bet it all on under.
$20 straddle on. This game is
He's
way
like,
big.
yeah, he's like, hey,
2, 5, 10, 20. That's a big game. Justin all in for a little bit with ace high. Gonna get looked up by king 10 suited. Mo has a side call with his hand. The price is too good. Yeah. You just side call.
no, there's Guppy. Guppy's still in. Nick game.
Ace high versus king high.
Heads up.
They're going just once. Justin with the best hand right now. Still way the best hand now. Turns the best hand. Rivers the best hand. That's good. Good spot for Justin. He doubles up and gets rid of his knit button. Gets a little bit of chips to play with now. That's the kind of play I like. I like to shove. These players aren't just opening ace queen and ace king. They're opening everything.
Yeah, like, guys, I promise this hat is worth a lot.
Yeah, you guys take hats.
It's stripped down value equal to those bracelets.
Yeah. I'll take whatever you want for $200.
Players trying to auctioning off personal items for dollars.
I have the old gen. You can take that.
I don't know if I'd want someone's AirPods that have been in their ears for a while. Gotta remember real cleaned. A double up's still a double up. You got work. Any double up helps. No one dealt much of anything except for Matt. Matt gets dealt ace king in the first straddle. Gonna raise it up. Salmon releases. Matt has had ace king a lot.
You want to leave?
No, not yet.
The last 3 times you had ace king, everybody's over.
That's crazy.
You know.
It's actually not a bad
We got a
result.
good read on you.
You win $30.
Josie, you'll take Justin's
I'm
AirPods?
pretty
Yeah,
happy
it's
with
fair enough.
$27.
Teach their own.
We're gonna be.
Yeah, honestly though, taking down the blind any hand besides jacks through aces and an ace king suited.
Yeah, but Sam might just give me it all.
But I don't.
Queen Jack 10, you might got 9-8.
When I'm folding free, I probably don't have many hands. I wouldn't fold at 9-8. You know, there's not a lot of hands that can give it all to you.
There's a little bit of a dagger before stream. Salmon got into a hand with
First time I had 6-3. That time I had like 6 jack.
Matt nuts versus
Those aren't very good.
not the nuts,
It's kind of hard to
but
give
both
it
had
all-
straights.
give it all to you.
Guppy trying to get rid of his knit button, calling with a severely dominant hand. Salmon getting out of the way. Mo with a pair. That's looking pretty good right now.
You can splash around with you and have some fun.
Haven't seen a lot of sets. 2 players flopping top pair. Tish in love with his hand. Gonna bet for value. Oh no, checks out of deception. I like it. Guppy gonna take the betting lead now. Thinking his pair of queens could be best. Once Tish looks this up, I think it's gonna change the hand. Oh. But Mo getting spicy with his threes. There's a chance they could be the best hand. If they are, he wins right now. If not, he can hit a 3. Really repping a 9. I like this move by Mo. Tish's hand is kind of screwed. Guppy's hand's too strong to fold at this juncture. I do think Mo can win this on the
Rockets
turn.
legend, Kyle Lowry.
Deuce of spades, that is not a 3. Mo
maybe 2012.
could continue to rep this 9. I think there's only one sizing with his stack size to choose.
Oh my god.
If the stack size is correct. Now, does Guppy think Mo would double check raise a 9? He does. Clean run out for the Queen Jack. Tish is going to be extremely pissed to see what wins this hand. I would be.
Ooh. Trace Jackson Jr.
Mo taking a showdown. Guppy just gonna go to showdown with this. There's not a lot of value to be had here. He's really thinking through if he can get some value, and I think the answer is no. I really do think the answer is no.
No.
Yeah, good.
Why'd you even ask that?
He's not.
Just in case, like,
If he's betting here,
The only reason why I thought Randall
yeah,
was
very much just turning his hand into a bluff.
in LA.
like in college. Yeah, in LA.
Gotta bet.
Doggish.
Tish,
Gotta
Check.
Tish saying that he folded way the best hand.
bet. No more
Upset. I don't blame him.
Is that the best case scenario for me?
Yes, Guppy, that was way the best case scenario for you. You got check raised by the worst hand and the best hand folded. That's a pretty good scenario.
Your reactions are. You should commentate sometimes.
Pretty good scenario. And got rid of his nip button. That's best case scenario. Definitely best case.
Come on, triple that off.
Bro, I was scared.
Triple that shit. He's holding.
Tish's hand is so under-rep there, checking top pair, top kicker. I'm very surprised to see him fold versus that action. Mo, very capable player, but it's just we're so high up.
4 raises to 175, 5 folds.
We got the triple straddle on it. Now I believe it's the 2-5-10-40. Unless this is a splash pot. Splash pot would make a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, this is the splash pot. Guppy thinking through his options. Justin's not got a lot. Eights will not play well versus that stack size.
Like more like 20-year-old.
Yeah, does just fold.
Like 18
Oh,
or
here? I've never seen it, yeah.
Not like even here, just like if
Doc with ace-jack suited now going to see at least the flop.
it's like literally
Still, ace-jack suited, as beautiful as of a hand as it is, is going to play very poorly against
there's so many of
But
them.
also they're all on.
that stack size. Like,
Yeah,
Justin
it's true. It's true.
can now
They come home.
effectively rip all
feel like
flops.
3 years ago at vacation, it was. It's not. It
No,
was more
they
like
were-
the
they were-
demographic
Yeah,
was
bro.
way more like
They
40-year-old.
weren't playing poker.
Justin can jam this flop.
It's like
He can
a
bet
social
this
media
flop.
effect.
Me
I
and
like
Chris
it.
Catherine were like the only people under 20.
I like
Now
I
it's
like
like
it.
literally
I love the jam.
This table was like 3
I love it.
people. It was like 2 to 3.
Picks up the extra $200. Good pickup by Justin. Well played.
Yep.
Even though it wasn't the best hand. Well played. Another Justin Rooter in the chat. Stephanie, welcome.
Man, 2K. Is it? Man, 2K. Yeah. And you got both.
Justin chipping up now to 1K. It was well played by Justin. I think that was the only way he could have played it.
1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold.
Matt's turn with ace queen.
C2.
Can I get some greens and blacks? 5 greens, 5 blacks. Thanks.
$40 straddles on now. That's kind of absurd, actually. Matt most certainly opened the bold. Wait, I'm confused as to the action now, because I think it's Tish versus Matt, and Tish has flopped bottom set.
Yeah.
Some of you guys don't have time.
See if we get the action tracker right.
20 or 40 hours or something. It just doesn't register.
Are there some like deals that they hand out every so often per time? Yeah. They just skip them all up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matt's gonna keep up the pressure. Tish with a set of 9s not folding. Question is, does he want to raise?
And they stay for, it lasts forever, so.
Yeah. I've been stingy because I only play here like once a year.
Yeah, well, yeah, you wouldn't want to buy more. It doesn't make any sense.
Does just call. Makes quads. Now has set the trap. We'll check. 9 is a safe card for Matt.
You're right. Oh my god. You're just talking about quads, too.
Matt does not take the bait.
You say you see quads every Sunday.
I realize
What's the question tonight?
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's pretty rare. Quads is hard to make. Dealer change.
What about a heart? Low heart.
Good.
Wait, I was literally
going
to get through.
How's your movement?
Well, you had air. I mean, I was even
Ace queen.
He didn't ain't had outs.
Matt telling the truth what he had.
All of it, baby.
He would have said, how much can I bet to the dealer? And they would have said,
Did I get that?
You did.
it's no limit.
I don't think you did.
I'm so excited. I killed the ace. Thank you. Oh, Guppy, you're in trouble. You're getting through with the
Guppy.
I guess I'm happy I didn't have ace.
I literally saved you so much money. I'm playing like horrible.
What do you mean, me? You?
No, me. When I
How?
sold it.
Oh, when you have ace?
Also, I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry.
half the win.
Yeah. You have to whip.
Guppy
You
relucting
have to whip the show.
on how he played his aces. A weird way to play his aces. Very weird indeed.
Come on, man. Where's the third barrel?
Not no pair.
No. I don't think it's
6 cents, Tish.
What?
6
You
cents.
guys.
Your forehead said 9-9 on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I know.
How red did it turn? Be honest.
Noah
Did I turn like a tomato?
Oh wow.
playing blind versus blind.
That was a dodge play by me right there.
Gonna raise 4-3 off, a little out of line. By a little, I mean a lot of out of line.
No.
I'll give you 6
And
cents.
gets rewarded flops,
Give me 7.
rips.
Probably pretty reasonable, but no.
Gonna bet and take it.
I don't bet on sports.
Nothing else that can be done. Doesn't have to show that one.
Did you wait? You bet? You bet sports?
You keep asking how much
This is live, right?
this is recorded for later.
Family's watching. Is your girlfriend watching? I do not bet on sports. Let me make that really clear, guys.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's probably getting suspicious how many times.
Why do you guys keep saying that?
My car is actually going to get repoed next week, so unrelated to sports. That's why I was so upset after the Boise State game.
He's clumsy.
Hey, that covered.
HV with a playable hand.
2 years ago. You drop 50, you got 50 or 60 sometimes. Just physically, just like he had more finesse too. Like the jumper was so.
He is a shell, man.
I mean, it's a show, but that's my big one. It's better for the league that he's not. I don't like him.
EP
But
first straddle. Fish just calling with ace queen off.
Embiid.
I don't like him.
First, HV's open.
Oh, I mean, he looks good tonight.
Flops way the best of it. HV drawn super
That's really
thin.
nice
2
whip
outs.
back that he had.
Can't do anything.
Very athletic.
HV's gonna bet. I imagine Tish is gonna call. We don't not 3-bet the ace queen to fold this flop. It's just 1 bet.
Paul George is probably a candidate for worst
Yeah,
contract.
they mentioned this.
Yeah.
Ass.
Does just call.
You know what's funny?
We're saying this. I mean, these guys are all amazing.
Harden makes everyone look better.
HV now
All those
gutter.
players, even
Tish.
Claxton,
Still the best
I don't
hand.
remember his name.
Does not want to make top
But he was,
pair.
like, good with ours. Zubac having a career year. Do you think it's
Tish with the best hand. Does he want to turn his hand into a
Harden
bluff?
is a good
Garrett
passer.
I think you get better to fold. Tish has more 7s.
Everyone paid. Ariza.
He did.
It's a really good hand to turn into a bluff.
Always go after.
You're right.
Yes, you're gonna get a lot of
Never
folds
been a
from
guy
hands that you're
after
already
they
beating, but
left.
you can't take a bet and you're better off bluffing.
Gets people paid.
I said he's
Unless
like
HB shows up with like exactly 8-8.
He got Rashad Perry with 10 million here. You probably never even
Just
heard
check,
of
check.
him.
Oh, hard.
Briefly, yeah.
Zero hard.
Yeah, Adam Humphries too.
HB
Yeah,
just
Adam
gives it up.
paid. Huge contract.
Trying to figure out how Tish got there.
Who else? Who else did Hardy?
Button's right.
I guess they just call ace queen now. I don't know, 3-bet.
Why would I 3-bet?
He got what's his face?
You played it good.
That seems like a
You
terrible.
win the
He
pot.
got Joe Harris.
You win the pot. You played it good.
He got
400 big blind deep.
Bruce Brown.
No. We got. It's mini outlaw now. It's
Yeah, Yabasele.
bandit.
Bandit.
I love it. Boston, Boston.
What if I had kings last?
He's an outlaw 2.0.
He's bandit. He's mini outlaw. He's bandit.
I'm really.
That's how we play a big pot.
Outlaw would probably hear that and be like,
Luckily,
Outlaw would love that he's
he's
created a mini
no
brand
one's
for himself
confusing him with that.
amongst these players. Mo gonna 3-bet this? No,
Putting his feet back
just
up
call.
on the old coffee table.
I think the nick game's off.
Place a brick.
If you're
No more nick game for the rest of the stream.
if you really got it like that, though, you don't make a coffee table full of money. You just buy a really expensive coffee table.
Dude, I would do a coffee table made of $10,000 bricks.
Five's way the best
I
hand.
think that's like the most
See if Doc wants to continue.
saddest thing you could possibly do.
Probably should stab a little bit. Deny some
Some
equity.
cool coffee tables out there. Have you ever seen them? They're cool.
Yeah, but-
Everyone
but how
folds.
many coffee
Best
tables
hand.
have you seen
Won
made
the
of
pot.
bricks?
Fair enough.
Let's see Joel. Come on, Joel.
If anyone was listening to the stream right now, they're hearing
Almost
this,
played the
they'd be
You
like,
gotta throw it up to Joel there. You gotta throw it up.
Well, Simon, everyone is listening. Everyone that's watching the stream can hear exactly what you say.
Dennis Schroeder.
great.
This guy can go run the
This is where
runner.
Steve Kerr shines as a coach. Look at how these guys share the rock.
I mean, they shared it right into a set defense. They did not do a good job. That
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's good rim protection by Joel.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, he changes the shot there. Yeah.
It was good offense too. It was just,
Yeah, but that's Joel's value. Like he's gonna. Gus bonus there. He's dumping on it.
no, from what I've seen, he's looked good tonight. But you know,
Just top set.
Salmon folding ducks.
I think I make the maximum in the hand.
Did you make the maths? Probably not. Probably not.
No, check that middle set. He told me.
No, I didn't check. I mean, I obviously didn't check the middle set.
This is going to be a not very interesting hand because Doc makes
Really, I could
the
just
straight.
fold 3, you know? He's just so easy to read. Just fold 3.
Merry Christmas.
HB saying Merry Christmas when he gets called because he knows he did not have the best hand.
I was repping that. I was repping.
Straight too strong to fold, even though the flush comes in.
Let's go back to even
Can I
now.
see those nip buttons? I just want to look at them.
How much time do we have?
It doesn't matter what time we can still play.
Oh, can I
Play
get
after
all
the
of
stream
them?
anyways,
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's true because they don't really care about.
Sorry, thank you.
Noah gonna hold on to all the nip buttons.
Look at 'em.
He says he wants to look at them as he passes them out to every player.
I don't even know what.
Well, I'm just playing with them. Hold on. Give me a minute, man.
I don't really want to. I mean, then I'd leave after the stream. So
Wait, what?
Salmon.
What time does the stream end?
Talking nonsense.
Oh, really? How long have we been playing?
I think it's past 9:30 already.
What? How long have we been playing?
Didn't I have a watch?
We've been playing three and
It's
a half
9:30.
hours.
It's 9:30.
Oh, okay.
There's one time you need to watch is when you can't use
I feel like the stream.
your phone at a poker table.
kind of goes slower. Like like you get less hands, so I guess that's why it feels like. I like a little bit less.
We've not on any hands because there's been a lot of
It's just generally slower.
There's been a lot of raised folding.
There's a lot of weight.
30. I think we played a lot of hands.
Noah, you have played around 90 hands of poker.
Break more hands.
HV hasn't had too many tank decisions on the river for us to slow down that much.
True, he hasn't.
No, no.
I'm above average for HV games.
Subtle dagger to HV about his tanking time is notoriously known for long tanks.
How much it grows in the background while he's tanking on the river.
They were all ranting about rigs being tank a lot, and like what they would do to the rig. One of them said there's like this Ukrainian rig, no, not Ukrainian, this is like Russian. No. This is like old man rig. And they're like, next time you
This rig is changing pretty quickly for things that don't matter. You just said rig.
Oh, match back, Nick game.
That's that nickname.
That was quick.
Looks like there will be one more Nick game for y'all before the stream's end. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody out there who's joined me this evening for tonight's 5 No Limit Hold'em game here at TCH Houston. It's been a pleasure commentating this game to y'all.
Dude pulls out his phone and just starts swiping on Bumble.
That's hilarious.
That's definitely in the strength.
If you know
That's very strong.
That is super strong.
You're thinking like, I'm gonna go out on a date.
That's like the strongest thing I've ever heard.
That's so strong.
That's what he's thinking.
He's trying to
That's
show
literally
strength. I think it's a bluff.
there is a pull.
He probably like started doing it and just full snap.
The only time I've ever folded kings pre-flop really ever was I was at a home game. It wasn't even for that much money, but it was like bet raise, 3-bet, 4-bet jam for a big 4-bet jam, but it wasn't for a lot of money total. And I'm tanking, and the dude winked at the game girl. I'm in the middle of the tank, and the dude winked at the game girl, and I snap folded, and he rolled the races.
That's crazy.
That's why I folded it when you wink at me.
I'm gonna wink at HV the next time I play with him. Or Noah.
One time at Dallas 5-10, I had the board's like king 10, 9-9, deuce, whatever, and I pocket 10s, and I'm thinking on the river because this guy had a super strong line. So I'm thinking about folding to kings or something. And then while I'm tanking, he takes a picture of his hand, and eventually I call and he had quads. Quad 9.
He's gonna post that shit on
I
Instagram.
post that.
Live tells are real if y'all pay attention.
You called after you took a picture of his hand?
Actually, I didn't notice he took a picture.
That is
My
one of the
dad
most
told me he
insane
took a
stories
picture
I've ever
of his
heard.
hand. I didn't notice that.
Wild.
This kid took a picture of his hand and you still called him.
Yeah, I know.
You're probably thinking, oh, he's gonna make the biggest bluff.
That's pretty
No, I
wild.
was like, I don't know, I mean, I haven't really. I didn't notice that.
That's pretty wild.
I probably still would have called. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever been in a hand of poker where someone's taking a picture of their hand mid-poker. Like if they were doing it for for like a poker vlog or something, they were already recording. So it's not like, hold on, while we're in the middle of the hand, let me take a picture of this. That seems a little
Pretty good.
a little sus.
Kick him out. Make him pay the 200. Make him pay the 200 and kick his ass out. I like that.
Okay.
I know that whenever a rank tanks, he pulls out his phone and pulls out the Jeopardy theme song. Just has it going.
I finally got him in one
What
hand.
I saw was an ace, but I wasn't sure if it was the.
Oh, you rabbit hunted?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it was the right one.
I don't think it was the
Honestly,
right
probably
one.
wasn't. Yeah.
What do you mean the right? What's the right ace?
Well, no, like the card was actually.
Well, you wrap it under the mug, bro. You didn't even wrap it in the
No rabbit hunting here.
If it was an ace, I would have.
But I think
Is it against the rules?
I would have had
Unfortunately.
it was.
Unless you're
But the thing is, like, you wrap it under the mug.
playing a private game in the private room.
Oh, the deck was.
Oh,
For those of y'all that would ever like to, we have a private room that y'all can book for whatever parties you want to host or anything.
Me? Oh shit. We need to
Content.
rescan me to Chiquita. Mine was not a mistake, but y'all are malicious with this
GM
stuff.
at TCH if you want to book that.
I don't know. Maybe this spot is not.
Your private party.
It was the mouth.
Fun.
I'm easy on you there.
But y'all can do whatever y'all want in that room. Rabbit hunt, play donkey games. Now we got a clash though. Tens versus
I
kings.
mean,
These players are seeing a flop.
sure, but yeah, but I could have like king 9.
No, but I'm just saying for your hand.
Mo gonna most certainly call.
Pretty, you have to be really.
883. That's pretty safe for two kings.
Like
A good looking flop for 2 10s as well. See if how much money Doc can extract from Mo. Gonna size up a little bit.
I think I would have called turn if he bet 450.
Does not size up, size down. I thought he had 2 blacks in his hand. Mo cannot give this hand up at this point in time. Looking for a 10. That's the biggest brick in the deck, the deuce of spades. Doc's still way in love with his hand. Now it's time to build a pot. Mo's got a hand worth building. Size up, 550, 600, 350. I think you could go larger, Doc. You want to build pots first, 9s, 10s, jacks. Mo, from his position,
The game will tighten up,
he
Matt.
only
You know
has
that.
2 8s.
The game will tighten
9
up, you know
suited,
that.
8,
The-
7, that's 4 combos of 8s. I guess 1
Philly's
combo.
0 for 7 and Golden State's 8 for 12.
That's
from
a clean
3.
river for Kings. If you
Yeah,
bet,
yeah. It'll tighten up for sure. Has
I would
to.
have liked to see
Yeah, they're just going to progress and regress to the
him
mean
bet
more.
larger on the turn, so this SPR is so much lower for him. I do think a jam is still in order. Because if we were going to bluff, it would be very large. I like betting very large. Oh, here's a little bit more than that. But yeah, I think you could still jam. Mo's got a tough decision. He beats all of Doc's bluffs. Now you do lose to Ace-Jack of Diamonds, but I don't think Doc, the way he's played all night, has Ace-Jack of Diamonds. So you're really hoping he has Ace-King or Ace-Queen of Diamonds, which he could very easily have. Ace-5 of Diamonds could take this line, but I think Ace-5 of Diamonds, particularly, would bet larger on the turn. This is a tough decision for Mo. You don't beat any of the value Doc is representing, so our hand is a pure bluff catcher. I think it'd be an easy call if we beat some of the value, but we beat none of it now. This line is also, once again, incredibly strong, but I mean, the hands he's representing are all there. Aces, kings, queens, jacks. Ace, queen of diamonds, ace, jack of diamonds, ace. I guess if he has ace 5 of diamonds, he has ace 10 of diamonds, ace 4 of diamonds. Maybe ace deuce of diamonds, some frequency. I don't know. At this point in time, you're just trying to make it. I'd be trying to make up an excuse to call, but I don't think that's a good mentality. I mean, once again, we still beat none of his value. Well, we might be able to find this fold. Makes the call, get shown the bad news. Doc knows he has the best hand when Mo tanks that long. Good on Doc for getting through streets of value. Big hands colliding. Not gonna. That's a hand where I don't think the knit buttons play any factor in. That's just big hand versus big hand. Mo now throwing the party. Doc up, way up in the green. Mo's had a rough night. Noah's had a rough night. Justin's had a rough night. Matt has not had a rough night. He's up money. Gup, Tish, and HV all doing pretty reasonable ways. Noah with the 20 straddle on. Aces for Guppy again. Let's see if he does not fold them this time. I don't think he's going to fold them this time. I think he's going to get a little bit of action from the straddle. He's going to call. Noah's just always going to complete here. Doesn't need a 3-bet this heads up. No dead money. No pair for Noah. Guppy wins the hand. Unless Noah floats. That's a great card for Noah if he wants to start bluffing. 7-6 comes in. Spades come in. If you would ever lead a turn, this would be it. I think he's going to check back a lot of these turns. And I like this. If we're going to float with the king high, we're going to bet this turn. Guppy No redraw. Doesn't want to make a set of with the ace of spades. His hand's a little too strong to fold. You're gonna call. Noah's setting himself up for a real big river bluff if it works out. I'm curious to see what sizing. That's a brick. Guppy. Yep, real big. 400 into 500. 80% pot. That's pretty big. This looks like value. Guppy not in the mood to fold aces after folding earlier. Noah gets the bad news and shows that he doesn't want to fold aces. I don't blame him. Nice try by Noah. I like the thought behind it. And I've gotten word that this will be our last hand of the stream for the evening. I would like to thank everybody again for joining me this evening for this 2-5 no limit stream at Texas Card House Houston. Thank y'all for joining me. It's been a pleasure commentating for y'all. I'll be back. DT in the booth. Let's get some action for this last hand.
Call bluff. Man, it's 2K. Yeah, 2K.
That game's still on. It's gonna continue. This game's gonna continue well after the stream ends. HV 10-8 suited. He loves it. Gonna open it up. $20 straddle. No one has nothing. Make it interesting, please. Ducks to defend. We got a flip here. Well, not a flip. 10-8 suited's way in the lead, but. 2 diamonds is looking pretty good for HV. Ducks gonna have trouble holding on here. Gonna call at least one street. Deuce of diamonds would be disastrous for HV. Ducks still in the lead. Now it's even 50-50. HV's gonna check his flush draw back. Rivers a pair. Ducks lose. Unfortunate. See if HV can get any value. I think it's just gonna go check. No, HV's going for value. Trying to get value from a 4. Trying to get a queen to fold. Looks a little sus. Is a little sus. See if Justin looks him up. Does make the fold. Good lay down. Called when he had the best hand. Folded when he had the worst. That's part of poker. And with that, that will be it for me here tonight. Thank you again for joining me. I had a pleasure. I will see y'all next time for the stream. DT signing out. Have a good evening, y'all.